prairie wind whispers a mournful tune under endless skies and a silver moon. Wagon wheels turn creaking slow through the dust and dreams where we all must go. Across the rivers deep and wide, lost a brother where the currents collide. The mountain shadows grow and loom, but hope still burns through the endless gloom. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone. The oxen pull though their strength runs dry. We give all we have neath the barren sky. A broken wheel, hunger in our eyes, yet we press ahead where the frontier lies. The stars above light the path ahead, marking hope where the weary tread. The children laugh though the nights grow cold. Each step we take is a story told. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone. The oxen pull through their strength runs dry. We give all we have neath the barren sky. A broken wheel, hunger in our eyes, yet we press ahead where the frontier lies. The stars above light the path ahead, marking hope where the weary tread. The children laugh though the nights grow cold. Each step we take is a story told. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone.
Welcome everyone to another Eric flight. Sorry it's a little dark. I don't know why. I've got all my lights on. So yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, welcome to the broadcast on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously. So I can see your chats because I'm at my desktop, but when I go biking, cannot. I gotta work on that, but that's gonna take some time. Anyways, welcome to the broadcast. We're on our, I think it's the 6th or the 7th. Let me check that. I got everything backed up here, so let's see. Fly the Oregon Trail. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on the 7th flight of the Oregon Trail, and we're gonna fly from Soda Springs to Pocatello, and then from Pocatello we're gonna go to another place in Pocatello, and then from I think it's Glenns Ferry. We're gonna end in Glenns Ferry. I'm all confused, but anyways. We're going to go to Pocatello. I'm going to look at my map now. And then we're going to go to Glenns Ferry, excuse me. And you'll find out why, because I'll introduce the history. And then Parma, Idaho. That's what we're doing today. So, oh, awesome. Did you wait? Did you return everything else? What's up, JJ? What's going on? I saw that you had the graphics card there. So, and you figured that out. But yeah, you did a pretty good job. It's your first time building a computer can always be a little hairy. What's up? But anyways, let's get those sounds out, guys. Welcome Nick Gresler to the broadcast. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad that you returned. What'd you get then? I saw the AMD card. Yeah, cool. And then JJ, welcome to the broadcast. Awesome. And I know why you did that, because you had problems with the NVIDIA and explain the stuff. So I hope it works out for you, sir. You know? But, I guess Intel and NVIDIA just announced this collaboration. Like NVIDIA bought 5% of Intel. So, oh, good. Good. There's nothing wrong with that processor. Like I said, there's only certain people had issues with it, and then they issued like a motherboard fix, like through the BIOS. But if it doesn't do that, just don't worry about it. Just keep going with it, you know. Anywho, we're gonna take out 120 Foxtrot. We are at Soda Springs, Idaho, and again, this is where they would stop, and it's almost like an oasis. If they made it this far, they got to relax a little bit. Over there is where it is, and we have. Show you this. We have cows, everybody. We have cows next to freeware. Look at that. They don't move. They're like statues, but they're cows and hay bales and a tractor. So that's cool. All right, we're gonna get going here. Let's get going and get on this trail. I do have to fill the plane with fuel, so let's do that first. Almost forgot to do that. And then I'm gonna try biking just a little bit today in the afternoon, probably with my daughter. And then tomorrow I'm gonna have to like really kick it in with like 20 to 30 miles or something. I gotta check my schedule, man. It's tough. But we are gonna get 150 miles, and that's not a problem. I feel pretty good. My hips about 96% today. So, but it is what it is. All right, let's get the checklist out there and get going. And I'll tell you why we're going to Pocatello, Idaho, a little bit later on the Oregon Trail. Fast flights are gonna have to wait, by the way. I decided that I wasn't gonna start them on Wednesday, and I'm just gonna wait. I might do them not on the same days, but it'll overlap anyways, because the 172, which I'm trying to get work 2024, like not the. Probably gonna go WB sim mod, which I know I can get it working. It's just a matter of can I get it working. So, anyways, checklist for the Piper Warrior down here. Again, these are all scanned in PDFs. Well, most of them are. Some of them I found kind of online, because I don't fly some of those aircraft, but the Warrior I do. So I just scanned my checkmate checklist, which I like them a lot. Then the pre-flight stun. See, track back lock, avionics are off. Autopilot off. Carpet is off. Yes, it is. I'm gonna shuffle this. That stays there. Okay. This cannot happen with my Cessna Redbird thing. Okay. Throttle slight. Brakes set. Parking brakes on. Clear prop once I do all that stuff. So master brake on. That didn't turn on at all. Let's see if it actually turns on eventually. Oh, that just messed up. Okay, it still gets sped. It's on the wrong one, so that's one. See if I can assign this aircraft, because it seems like it's not assigned. Oh no, it is. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know why I didn't pick it up, but okay. Here we go. Beacon on. Fuel pump on. Mixture full rich. Prime twice. Cool, man. Well, I'm sure that's gonna go fine. I won't even say good luck, because I know you're gonna do it. So. Okay, max to start. Here we go. Clear prop. Let's do the outside. Clear prop. Here we go. Look at that. It actually started. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Clear prop. Because I didn't have clean out the mixture. There you go. It's working now, though. Yeah. Listen to the kit purr. Good. Well, I'm glad, man. You're going to be fine. See, I had the mixture like all the way up with the guys in the northeast together. All right, anyways, oil pressure's good. Fuel pump off. Fuel Pressure is good. Lights as required. We'll turn the nav lights on at this time. And seatbelts, harnesses, heat, vent, or frost. It is 60 degrees out, so we'll keep this down just a little bit. Excuse me. Avionics on. Have to put this into the real sim gear. GNS530. I never did hear back from Iowa Scotsman to see how he was doing with the 530. I hope he's enjoying it. So, and next year I will ask them to include the bracket if possible. But they were very nice. They did send it out. And for those other two guys I've been talking to, I finally heard back from Drewicki, so I need to like get on that next. But it took them a while to get back to me. So, ATIS. Here is none. So let's try to see if we pick it up from after Lincoln. 119.025. Go. Monitoring 2. Volume's up. See if it connects. Probably won't, because we're in the mountains. So in real life it'd probably be blocked, which is probably doing that right now. If anything, I will go to SkyVector and see what it says about our current situation here. We're going to be following the Snake River, by the way, so that's why we're going to be going to a bunch of different places here. But let's see, 3:30 at 3. Sit that there. 330. So I'm going 3-4. As you can see in the chart supplement. Okay, that's the longer runway too, so that's probably nice thing. Alright. 10 square miles clear. Altimeter 3024. Getting that from SkyVector, which is probably what you do if you couldn't get that information. I'll call into the web briefer. I haven't called into a briefer forever. I get all my stuff online for briefing. I haven't done that in a while either because I haven't flown a lot. But let's reset the size of this thing. It's not perfect. There you go. Alright, we are going direct to Kilo Papa India Hotel. So let's get that in here. Oh, really? Oh, you know, those crappy ones can become DFEs. I mean DPs, hello. There's not enough of those. So, I didn't read the rest of your stuff here, so let me just backtrack a little bit. Oh, I did. Oh, cool. Like I said, I think you're fine, man. You're on your way. There's not enough to, and then FAA cracked down on them, and that's why there's not enough of them. And mine, I will not name. I actually thought the guy was really good, and they got rid of him. Like, he's still flight instructing, but he's not a DPE. So, oh, cool. I'm glad. It doesn't matter, because in real life you have to put up with bad and good, you know? So get used to it. Oh, so many things. I think I could talk a little bit about one because I have an administration degree. But tons of things in leadership just messed up, you know? Depends on where you are. There are really good ones and there are really bad ones. So, yeah, you know. I don't want to go there, but now you mention it. Oh, such is life. If everything were perfect, things would be too easy. Alright, transponders on, squawking, ADSB on, radio test. We gotta connect the sim this time. I'm also gonna get the ATC chatter on, because I don't think we have control today. Yeah, well, they have to pass a rigorous test, but the problem is that some don't. Some are just politically in there, you know? Yep, so we're gonna do our own thing. Alright. Alright, got some chatter on. Taxi light. Yeah, it's on, okay. Taxi light not on there. Brakes are testing the way out. Going to runway. What was it again? 3-4. Alright. So, see tap figures 128 on that, and off. Let's see if that button works. I doubt it does. Oh, it did! Yay. To the left, to the left. My rudder pedals aren't working, so let's stop the plane and reconnect the rudder pedals. Thought they were working. Oh, I found which one because I had to label all these. Right. See what happens. I'll give you a message. Oh, they're working now. Look at that. Yeah. Let's see if Spad's. Oh. Spad went down, everybody. Spad is down. Alright. It is not. Oh, nope. It's not showing. Alright, I'm going to restart Spad. Just to make sure that. See again. Give me a second. This is why we check things, everybody. This is why we check things. Spad doesn't seem to move again, does it? Better check it now than later.
We'll be on the ground just a little bit. Thank you.
Alright. A beautiful day here. Soda Springs, and we're about to depart. Again, which is that one over there, so you have to back taxi down.
Heavy train traffic, Scotty 904 is in the hold. Turning inbound on the GPS runway 5 approach.
Are they working? Oh, they are. Okay, let's make sure Spad is working. They are picking them up. Okay, very good. And let's get out of down. Cool, man.
That's a 978 for 5 left down 136. Will be done in short approach.
Sandy place. I gotta turn around. Tobii tracker on.
That's a 978 for 5 left base 136 short approach.
Indeed, it does look like the winds are. Actually, it looks like the winds are coming from there. So I think we should maybe go 1-2 because that's what's showing on the simulator. Or 1-6, I'm sorry. Or is that? Yeah, 1-6. Let's do 1-6 then.
Mark Eddie 71 Fox Delta 10 miles to the south, entering an initial for the overhead to the left brake 36.
Soda Springs traffic, where is Echo Foxtrot to park? Taxiing, sorry, to runway 164, departure to the west.
Runway traffic, that's a 978 for 5. I'm ending that last, we'll be departing to the northwest. Anyway.
That's 1-6. Let's just take 1-6. That's this one here, so. Alright, use all the real runway we can. I didn't
Mark
do
Eddie
it.
715
But it's
Delta
kind of
5 miles, infill for the overhead 36.
Alright, brakes are set. Fuel to the proper tank. Good. Trim set for takeoff. That's working. Flight controls the box. Alright, enunciator lights. Good. Instruments, turn creators, middle, no flag, hand cover as well. 2-3. Brakes just good. Timber's good, rise good, airspeed good. Instruments, I already did that. Make sure best power primer and lock. We pull on that to make sure it's locked. It's got a little tab. 2,000. Oops. Whoa! Whoa! 2,000 RPMs. Do one more file in the mixture tuner station. Oh yeah, we did. Alright, good. Right mag. Back to both. Left.
Landing traffic, Comanche 739,
on and it'll get the turning off.
Southeast will be inbound lane
Vacuum
35.
is good. Alternator's charging. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure and temperature. Good. Idle. And back to 1,000. And carpet off. If there's a problem, take a phone. Can't commercial wise, we'll abort, take off land, drive ahead on the runway. If we are under, I'll say 6,700 feet, it's probably, and there is a problem, mechanical wise. Land directly have no more than 30 degree turns, no more than 30 degree turns, I can't talk. Best glide speed 73. For above 6,700, it's problem, mechanical wise. We'll take a turn to, see that place on again. I don't see it's coming right down, so let's take a turn to the left. We have this runway there. Land down into the taxiway, the grassy runway, whatever is available to us. Specified speed 73. Rotate at 55, climb at 79, and we are good to go. Alright, we got to announce our departure here. It's going to go there. It's going to be a direct there, so that should be pretty simple to follow. Again, when we get there, I'll tell you why. Alright, fuel pump on, landing light on, strobes already on. Line up. Soda Springs traffic, where is your Echo Foxtrot park? Departing runway 16, departure to the west. Soda Springs. Middle. Right. And here we go, full throttle. Excuse me. Maybe just right just a little bit to that windsock.
Upwind runway 18, we're making a right turn out, parking area to the northwest.
Rotate. Let it climb.
Kilo Alpha Foxtrot.
Now we go. Back to guard.
170.
That's the mountains blocking that. It's supposed to be pretty nice weather. So.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 15 C. 2.2 C. Altimeter 3024.
Okay, I'm just trimming it up as we go. And again, that would be the tallest peak in the mountain range here. Sherman Peak. I can't remember what the name of the mountain range is. It's kind of cool to see that departure. Take the tablet off for now, not go to the right. Come on, man.
Traffic 700 miles, 5 miles on the R936, circle 18.
The next buy for the simulator, the big one, other than a 5090 someday, is going to be in New York. And I'm not in a rush to do that, but this thing sucks. Look, it's going to the left.
Doing a southwest departure.
It says straight. And I know that I got my rudder in, so you tell me. I ain't even calculate altitude, so I'm going to go at 10.5 though. Because I'm an idiot. That's what idiots do. Alright, now that we're kind of climbing.
Traffic Cup 902-273
Let's get pilot on. Now, see if it goes there. Looks like it is. Set the altitude for 10.5. Gotta clean up this desk.
Traffic check 2 November, about 2 miles to the northwest of the field, and we're going to be departing area to the northwest at 3,000
speed. Let's see if we can go 500. Whoop, could be working. Might not be working. See if it rolls out. No, it didn't. Okay, let's try it again.
Traffic 8431, we must depart the
This autopilot stuff is crazy. Alright, that should take one. Fuel pump off. Come on. Do it for daddy.
South end of the field, back taxi 17 to midfield, and then on.
There you go. Alright. Okay, good. Let's take a look outside. As long as I make sure that auto is working. So I did a bad thing today. I ate ramen noodles like the first time in like over a decade. It had to be at least over a decade. And it was good. I gotta be honest with you, it was good. Terrible for you with the MSG and stuff. Never mind the carbs. They were in the garage. I was starving. We didn't have much to eat. There was no breakfast sandwiches left. So I was like, I'm gonna eat some chicken ramen noodles. And it was good going down. As we leave Soda Springs behind, we'll see you later. It's back there in the distance. Making pretty good time, I'll tell you that. And things are pretty good looking up here in Soda Springs. That's the Alexander Reservoir right there. And on the other side of that, again, would be kind of where the emigrants bathed in the Soda Springs, if you will, with your carbonated water. That's what we call it, Soda Springs. So, all right, we're on our way, everybody. We have to lower the vertical speed here. Clean up the mixture.
Experimental 110 Lima Victor taking the active 35 is going to be south departure.
All right, and we should be good at 10.5. So we're going to be going over Bonneville Peak. We are on our way.
Traffic experimental 110.
So what I did to calculate this to get a little bit more accurate off stream, I looked at that Oregon Trail map, and it goes over Bancroft. Then they probably followed this river right here. See how it goes up to Bancroft, and then it kind of goes down there, and then it goes up to Pocatello. So they definitely followed that river out of Soda Springs. I don't know if the reservoir was there back then. And I still have not been able to get out of these wavy lines, and I think that's frame jet. I don't think that's anything but frame jet. I've tried a couple of things, but we'll put up with it. So right now we are at about 90 frames per second or so. Good, awesome. So I'm liking the new computer. Just wish I had a 5090, which is gonna have to wait. And I just spilled my coffee everywhere. No! Alright, we're good. It did not spill on anything important because I had it on the right side. Yeah! Oh Lord, that could have been bad. That could, oops, whoa, 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 what are we doing? Don't, oh! Problem in the cockpit. Fly the plane first. Fly the plane first. Alright, we're good. We're good. Well, no, we're fine. It's a couple of drops because I had it in this nice Yeti mug, which has a nice cover on it. We're okay. That's how we killed the 3090 one time. Does anyone remember that? Probably not, but I accidentally spilled my coffee, and I thought I wiped it all up, and it fell off the desk into the old computer. So, but that's why I keep my coffee on that side now. We're good. Woo! Yikes.
No, don't worry. Come straight on in.
All right, thank you very much.
Coffee tastes good. Is my mixture thing going up and down? Did anyone see that? Yeah, it is. All right. Let me deactivate my Redbird because for some reason my Redbird is working and I don't know why. It's not there. It's in the simulator. All right, give me a second. I got to do that or else it's gonna maybe interact with everything. So throttle and then we'll move it. Oh yeah. Yes, I know it's wrong device. I'm just asking you to delete it. All right. Okay. Throttle. And we'll do mixture because that's what we have to. Sorry about that. Somehow as long as it's clear. No, it didn't clear. See, it always says wrong device when I'm touching the keyboard to get rid of it. Alright, good. Go back. Save. Go back. Sorry about that. Just didn't want my mixture going up and down. That's two things. It comes in threes. I'm just saying. Yikes. That wasn't as bad. Let's put it that way. I got you. I got you. Well, you haven't had good luck with the NVIDIA in X-Plane, and I don't own X-Plane, so I can't test it. I think it was more your. It's kind of like me with my RAM. It just didn't like it. On my old computer, my son's still working with it. It's fine, but it didn't like it when it had the XMP profile, and I have it bumped up to like 1.43 volts or something like that. So, but this thing has caused no problems at all. Like I have 128 gigs in there. It's fine. I did learn that it's better to go with 2 DIMM cards rather than 4. But see, I was upgrading the old one. That's why I had 4 32 gigabyte DIMMs. But this one has 2 64 gigabyte ones. So, and I did buy them in all one kit. Just it didn't like it. So, all right, we're still climbing here. It's gonna take us high altitude here. We do have to get over Bonneville Peak, which is what we see up ahead of us. Remember, if you have a coffee cup, even if it's not on the side of the computer, have something that's going to seal it, because that just saved my life. Just saying. Could have been very bad. Could have spilled everywhere. So, okay. I also have some potato chips for a snack because I'm starving. There's nothing to eat. I shouldn't say that. There's stuff to eat, but it's not like stuff that's readily available. And
Traffic stop here,
stuff you have to
41
prepare.
Bravo
So.
Golf. Runway 18 to the grass.
But I will probably be biking this afternoon just a little bit. Just a couple miles. Then tomorrow I'll try to put more in. I want to do like 20 miles tomorrow. And if I feel like it, I'll do more than that. But my kid has a baseball game in the morning. And then my wife has a thing in the afternoon.
Traffic
So
stop here,
I
41 Bravo Golf.
tried waking up earlier today, but like I was exhausted. So I woke up around 9ish. Then I stayed in bed for about 40 minutes. So we'll get there. We have about a week and a half to get in 100 miles, which we can do. I know it sounds like a lot, but if I kick in 2 30-mile days, that's 60, and then finish it up in 2 more days, I figure 4 more rides we can do this. So,
Runway 18.
no, I don't think it should be a problem.
Traffic stop
I think all that is what you want to get
Runway
nowadays.
18 to the grass.
You want to get as much VRAM as you can now. I think they're very dependent on VRAM and loading stuff. And I think 64 gigs is the minimum. I only do 128 because I do all that video editing stuff. And I run like multiple things when I stream. But it will use it. Like right now, now I'm talking about the simulator. It's using 54% of my RAM. I'm sorry, 54% of my VRAM. That's 24 gigs. And we're in an area with not a lot of scenery. It's just a lot of mountains. And my RAM, it's using 33%. So it's 1/3, 128. 40 something. So it will use a lot of that 64 gigs if you let it. If it had, you know. Well, good. I'm hoping it works for you, sir. The coffee did hardly spill at all. It's like a couple drops. Boy, am I lucky.
Traffic 11 X-ray.
You don't see that every day. All right. Increase the speed a little bit. See if we get up a little higher. You gotta take it easy when you're in this high density altitudes because it just won't climb like it does in other places.
The top of your part of your transmission was blocked. Where you at for now?
I think you're gonna be fine. I think with that new build, you're gonna be fine.
Roger that.
But some people have reported X-plane problems lately, so I don't know what that's all about. It's not MSFS, it's X-plane, you know. I've had good luck so far in this 2024 though. So, yeah, it's weird. It's like, what happened to the days where things were solid, you know?
Traffic 11 X-ray final 17.
I got you. Well, it's time to upgrade anyways on that, I think. I hardly use 2020. I'm still trying to get the PMPG to work.
Traffic
But,
Skylane
yeah,
855 Whiskey Hotel
Still
1700 right over the top of Waxahachie, turning for a...
whenever I do
45 left
pushback and
downwind.
crash to the desktop in 2020 in the PMPG 737. So I'm hoping, and they said they're working on it.
Traffic
They're working on
Skylane
the
855 Whiskey
2020.
Hotel, turning left downwind at
What kind of
Edgefield
sucks,
for
eh?
runway 1845.
I think it's the WASM file, WASM. But I want looking to delete that, and I reinstalled it. And I haven't really tried it, so we'll have to see if it works now. But and I want it out of LAX because the whole point was after my marathon, I was gonna fly the 737 from LAX back to Providence, Rhode Island. But every time I pushed back, it would crash the desktop. So it's like, if I do all like the startup sequence and everything, get the pushback going, get the engines going, all of a sudden crash the desktop. And I understand LA is like huge, so. But yeah, it's I think it's the WASM file.
Traffic Skylane 855 Whiskey Hotel, turning left base for runway
And then people did all these workarounds to install the 737 in 2024, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait.
Traffic Skylane 855 Whiskey Hotel, turning final for runway 1847.
All right. So the emigrants will follow the river to the south of us. Actually, we're flying over it right now. So there's a river. I believe it's this one. And I think they would follow that down and around. They go to Hot Lava Springs. We're gonna fly direct to Pocatello. We should be there pretty soon too. But we're only gonna be there in 20
Copy, be
minutes.
aware you got a
So God knows it took them days. It takes us 20 minutes.
1100 feet on one.
But we're also direct as well. So. Verdict's still out on the Bijan. Season's enhanced here, but I'm kind of liking it. I think it looks decent still. I don't think there's any problems. I think it's better. I think 2024 loads up the scenery with trees default. So,
Traffic, enter 849 Charlie is...
I've never been to Idaho in my life, but oops, crap. Push the escape button. I think it's still good. Yeah, we're doing good. I'm gonna go up to the Blue Mountains eventually. These, which was like, that was huge for them. They had to go to like mountain valleys and stuff like that.
East, be entering a left downwind.
Okay, well, we have to make sure one time.
I think that's 18. Now on the 45.
Right about there. Alright, we're gonna kick it back to 2500. And we'll leave her steady as she goes. I'm gonna flip the tank to the right here. So fuel pump on. Right tank. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure holding.
Traffic, Pender 489 Charlie is going up left.
Very nice to see all these mountains here, Idaho. Idaho doesn't hit me as some place that I would love to fly, but it's actually pretty nice, you know, when you have a purpose. Pocatello is right on the edge of Snake River, so.
Pender 489 Charlie is on half-mile final.
In fact, we're seeing the reservoir that's over there. It's right over there. We're about to pass the Bonneville Peak.
Travis 49162, yeah,
We did have some victories on the biking stream at least. Standby screen works whenever the stream goes down, so you don't have to see this black blank screen and wonder what the heck's going on. You'll know what's going on. Alright, let's get some weather here for Pocatello Regional. This is a Class Delta, 135625.
Traffic, Pender 489 Charlie is wing up, turning left downwind, 18 northbound, departure, 489 Charlie.
I thought I would miss my old computer, but I don't at all. I gotta be honest with you, I don't. Alright,
You will
let's
Papa
write this
India
down.
Hotel automated weather observation. 1700 Zulu. Wind 299er at tree. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 20 C. Dew point for C. Altimeter 3012. Kilo Papa India Hotel automated weather observation. 1700 Zulu. Wind 299er at tree. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 20 C. Dew point for C. Altimeter 3012. Kilo Papa India Hotel automated weather observation.
I think we're good. I don't know why it's not giving me like you have a Delta or anything, but you know.
299er at tree.
Okay.
Visibility 10. Sky condition.
Alright, it's gotta
clear.
finish up. See, 2024 doesn't just shut off.
Dew point
We sign
for
off.
C.
We are back on
Altimeter
guard
3012.
monitoring COM2. I spelled guard wrong.
Go on guard with
And if it's 299er,
meow.
probably talking runway 35. So that's all we're gonna take. That's gonna be a long taxi back, but we'll do it.
Traffic, Cessna 9179
Yeah.
Bravo is 2 miles south of the
Let's do
airport.
the crosswalk.
Be entering a left downwind
So,
for 18.
they said 29903.
Traffic
Isn't much
79 Bravo
wind.
turning base 18.
Okay. And straight 35 or 21. So 35 has a crosswind of 2 knots from the left. I said 21. 3 knots from the right.
Traffic 79 Bravo turning final 18.
I don't know. We might do 2-1 then, because that way we can get right in there. And Mary went on there. Towers 119.
Traffic,
We'll
Cessna
put that
5
on standby.
miles east, landing runway 17.
I've got something to come. I think it's some coffee behind my life.
Traffic, Cessna 3 miles east, landing runway 17.
Pattern altitude's about 4,500, but again, we are in the mountains right now. We're right over Bonneville Peak. Not that far below us, if you're close to Bonneville Peak. Got some pilots out there. Hey, that was awesome last time, by the way, for the Wild River Bush League for joining me on the first leg. So I appreciate that. We're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server.
45 for runway
And remember, if I can ever type and spell today.
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime. Bullshit. You can be mine.
Yeah! I love that yeah at the end. Yeah! We're 10.5 minutes out. We'll start, I just said, pretty soon, but I don't want to go too much because, again, pen altitude's at 5,500. But at the same time, we're going to be over these mountains. So, then I'll tell you why we land at Pocatello on the onward trail. Get that ready to go. On Auto the Autopilot, again, a shout out to Auto the Autopilot. We're actually working after the third press.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Thank you, Auto. You're amazing. Thank you, sir.
I'll go back to the passengers.
Yeah, you better. Okay. So anyways, again, this river that's right to the left of us is a river. No matter how hard it is to see, I believe that's what be, my opinion, that's what they would follow to Pocatello. God, this is one hell of a ride-on an oxen wagon. A wagon with oxen, I should say. Right below us is Incom, Idaho. Right here. It's pretty nice. I don't know. I still might push you on the bike today, but I'll start off easy. I'll take my daughter out with me, maybe. She said she wanted to go.
Traffic, here's 512
And then,
Charlie Papa.
there was one place I could go, but it's kind of weird because my GPS, I use Google Maps because it has like biking specific GPS navigation. And the place that I've wanted to go for a while, it's Fall River, Massachusetts. You really don't want to go to the bad area of Fall River, but the park itself on the waterfront is not that bad. I was gonna bike there, but in my neighborhood there's an old road that's like cordoned off now. It has like a guardrail on it, and it's all woods. I did go through it once, by the way, because it is faster to get towards Fall River. But my GPS always says to take that route, and you'd literally be riding through the woods on like there's like one bridge in there. It's all overgrown. And it's I would call it a little dangerous. Yeah, I mean when I went through there it was fine, but everything was overgrown. It's not a road that they take care of, and there's that one little bridge, and you have to like wonder, see if they're trying to take care of it, does it work or not? But then you end up on the other side of that where that road would connect to a neighborhood, You have to like jump a guardrail to get over with your bike and stuff. So
Traffic here.
then you're there closer. So, but if they want taking that multiple, if I do that, it's gonna take an extra like 10 minutes or so to do. Which is interesting in that they still think that's a road, even though it's all blocked off and no one takes care of it. So things like that. All right. Anyways, Pocatello. 119.1. We're about 50 nautical miles out. Let's switch over to down. Let's get to the tower. Chatter here. Pocatello traffic. Where is your Foxtrot? We're about 14 nautical miles to the southeast. With current METAR to land. We're gonna land runway 21 full stop. Pocatello. All right, we're gonna start our descent now. So let's go ever so gingerly on that one. Hopefully it's working. It says it's working. Right, let's go down to 2,100.
600 Lima. Looks like approach is going to put a 145 on the crossing runway ahead here. The wind 3608.
All right, Pocatello's right near that reservoir. That is the American Falls Reservoir. And the reason why we're going here is we're going to see, I believe it's called Fort Hall, or what used to be Fort Hall, which was one of the stops on the Oregon Trail. But it's actually part of a Native American reservation here. So they have a marker out there to show where Fort Hall once was, but it's kind of in the middle, like it's right on like the coast of the whatever river that was. Oh, it is the Snake River. So yeah, it's on the Snake River. And then they would stop there, get resupplies, hear about things, and then they'd continue along the Snake River to the west, which is what we're going to do today. So. Well, we are making our descent. Hey, Allison, announce the descent. Come on. Program.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
You're going to pass behind an Airbus 320. They're just at the shipyard now. Wind 0109.
Alright. I mean, if I did 20 miles on the bike today, 20 miles tomorrow, I'd be up to 60 left. Knock those out with 2 more 30-mile rides or 3 20-mile rides. We're good. And the 20-mile rides are only hard because of the time. I can actually get to 20 miles on the bike. It's not for me. I remember when I first started biking again after not biking for 20 years, I was like, how do people do 100 miles? I know how they do it. They take breaks, number one. Number two, they build up their endurance. And biking, at least for me, is not that hard. It's like the first mile, your legs have to warm up, but after that, it's pretty good just to keep it going. So 20 miles straight without any stops is not that hard for me. I hardly even drink water, which isn't the smartest thing to do, but I have it, but I just don't really need it most of the time. So, but we're flying over Pocatello, Idaho. Which is right here in front of us. I wonder what the red is. That could be like copper or something like that. Alright, we're going to enter a left base. We're going to pretend that they gave us a left base. I don't think anyone's on. Nope, no one's on. Just one more check. Make sure we have to talk to the ATC. Let's get this class Delta. And we'll keep this thing going. Alright, we're going to go to heading mode as soon as I get this thing on.
Piedmont 6218, left turn the high speed spot, 14 contact range. You have a good day.
Pocatello traffic, where is your Echo Foxtrot? We're about 8 nautical miles to the east. Going to set up a left base entry for runway 21, full stop, Pocatello. We're in the reservoir here. The Snake River actually comes from the north and it goes through this reservoir in the back. So.
Tower American 1392. 8 out for 27 range. Second 1392, going to pass by RJ's 9er. So crossing runway. Use caution, birds activity along the final. Plus or minus 10 knots. Wind 340 at 5, runway 27 at could 27 right, clear to land, use caution.
That is it. Okay. So Pocatello a little of the way out from Fort Hall, but probably the closest airport. It's just where Fort Hall was over here in the reservoir. That's because it was right on the banks of the Snake River. But it's no longer there. They do have a land marker there, which I don't know if we're going to see that or not. We'll see. They have a road that goes right out to it, right along the Snake River, so which is what the immigrants probably follow. So I might be wrong on that river. I mean, I guess they can follow whatever river they want to get there.
600 Lima November, left turn November, cross runway 27 left into the
left base and as you can see, runway 21. Do a full stop, set the drone cam out, check out where Fort Hall was. Give you a little bit of historical perspective.
We got 3518 use cross the bird activity along the final, plus or minus 10 knots for the wind shear. Wind 310 at 6, runway 278, your clear line. 79 at 79, for sure, 3518.
Alright, there's the airport right there. This is runway 21. We're very high here, so I'm gonna increase this. I'm gonna go big time here. Try to keep it somewhat slow. Yeah, we have to get down there big time because we're like 8,000 feet. Mixture. If we have to, we'll turn and go extend it down because we're not hearing a lot of chatter on the radio. November 21, 36, X-ray. See if that's real world traffic. I believe it would be. Let's see if it is. It is a 98 Baron, it looks like, maybe. Is this what it looks like in real life? That traffic, though. That's a nice looking aircraft. It's a Beechcraft here. Bonanza. Oh, it's a Bonanza! You know what? We could pull on that one then. Bum, bum, bum. You know what I'm talking about. I salute you, Bonanza! Yes! November 3136. That's right. I'm opposite here. We're gonna go extended fine. So let me just get some altitude. Bonanza! Yeah! Pocatello traffic, Warrior Zero Foxtrot, about 500 miles northeast of the field. We're going to actually enter in on an extended final runway 21. We'll stop, Pocatello. So I was talking about the Bonanza that's currently on the field. That's real world, by the way. That's a nice looking airplane.
Blue Street 5049, use bird activity along the final.
At least 150, if not more.
Alright, thanks for that. Blue Street 5049.
But yeah, it says it's departing Alpine to Pocatello, so it arrived there about 11:03 in real life, which is about 42 minutes ago. So that's real world traffic, everybody. Real world traffic.
Right turn, and then
yeah, you messed with the aircraft. Look at that Beechcraft.
Kilo, November, cool. Stay with you, American.
Set 46 uniform, which is Alpine, Wyoming. So pretty cool. It has all that information there. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna turn here. I'm gonna take an elevator. Pod off. Turn here. I should get my.
Helicopter 440, thank you, Kilo Power, squawk 0235. Ident, cleared in, cross
turn around, do extend fine. Why is it zoomed in so much? Keep it coming down here. There's the runway, so we're all good. Coming in from Pocatello, Idaho. Pocatello traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, 6.5 miles out on the extended file. Runway 21, full stop, Pocatello. She looks pretty. Trim it down. Alright, carbine on, 1800. And the white wedding flaps. It's alright. Hate when I cough. 15. No, the
Helicopter
flaps
0
should
kilo
be
radar
bumped
contact
down to
3 southeast,
75-ish by the time we
indicates
get this
1,000 feet.
situated.
You can proceed on course to the stadium, remain north of I-95, altimeter 3005.
3005 and north of 95, helicopter 010 kilo.
This thing's a little underpowered, if you ask me. But who's asking? So yeah, at 15 it should be holding about 75. It's going down. So. Pocatello traffic, where is Echo Foxtrot, extend final runway 21, full stop. Fort Boise would be out there, by the way, so we're going to check it out after. See off the tablet. So let's keep looking at that. Sorry that my head keeps turning. Whoop, wrong one. Not Christmas, if that's what popped up. I couldn't look, so. It's Christmas in September. So. Pretty good. 70. We want to be landing around 65.
Contact ramp now, Spot 8 and contact ramp, American 1392.
So do I look like I'm a little off the center there?
Brickyard 3518, the next right turn, Mike, please. Spot 9 or contact ramp, you have a good day.
Yes, sir, Mike, the spot 9 and ramp, Brickyard 3518, if you're dead, 2.
Pocatello traffic, where is your Echo Foxtrot final runway 21?
Tower, Stat 13, look south of UPenn, will be westbound to Coatesville.
Stat 13, South Center, the Bravo airspace on course. Traffic is 2 north of your position. There's south-southeast at now 900 feet, another vehicle
There's a little
helicopter.
wind from our right,
Stat 13, traffic.
as we already calculated.
Stat 13, thank you.
Not much though.
Kilo traffic is off your right side, coming off of UPenn or at your 2
Got
o'clock.
3 landings in today's legs.
They're going to be going westbound. They have you in 17 meters separation.
Alright, we're looking for helicopter 010 kilo.
Final big flaps. Mixture, last check.
Stat 13, yeah, look
There.
further now.
And we are good to
Stat
go.
13, this is my
Fuel pump
Harrisburg
on.
code that I use coming in.
Almost forgot the fuel pump.
Stat 13, engine 67 there.
036.
Till the traffic, where is your Echo
Stat 13,
Foxtrot
thank you,
final?
radar
Full
contact
stop.
at 600 feet west of the city, and you can proceed on course to Central
Live
Park.
order, but that's okay. Got the stuff out there. That's what matters. Here you got the full flaps coming in for the landing. Control just slightly. A little bit of crab here, so not much, just a little crosswind correction, not much. Throttle coming up.
6206, spot 14, contact ramp. You have a good day.
14 over
Now, I think this is default, by the way. I don't think there's any special scenery here, but I know. I know. Lost the shuttle. That's alright. We got her down.
Kilo 3 ramp.
Yeah. Wait. Go for the next one.
Starboard 650, 654.
Turn off left on Alpha 3. Go to the ramp.
Number 1 for the field, there's first for 27 right along the final, plus or minus 10 knots as well. Wind 340 at 5, 27 right, cut line.
27 right.
What's up?
654.
Alpha 3. It's marked correctly. Cool. There's that Baron, real life Baron over there. Or, is it a Baron? Did I say it Baron? I can't remember. But it's a Beechcraft. Okay.
Pushing 5049, if I didn't say so, spot 9 or contact
Not
ramp.
my crosswind correction.
Spot 9 ramp, Bush, 49.
My crosswind component, sorry. Okay, we are good. Pocatello traffic, where is your Echo Foxtrot? Clear runway 21. Pocatello. Alright. And
502 Romeo Papa, right turn Delta 2, then taxi at Delta Alpha 2.
So we got tracker off, flaps are up, carpeet's off, fuel pump off. Strobes can go off this time. No, they can't because the engine's still on. Landing light off, taxi light is required, pitot heat off, mixture is required, trim set for takeoff. There we go. And we are good. Alright, we're gonna pull towards that Beechcraft, the real world Beechcraft, because I'm kind of intrigued in seeing it. And then we'll tell you why we're here for the Oregon Trail.
Pushing 5654 traffic off the right side is 2 o'clock and 3 miles. We're southbound now, remaining north of the highway. It's VFR helicopter 800 feet doing stadium stuff.
It's a little messy here. Ramp. Oh, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll go with this Marshall. But there's the Beechcraft. It looks like a Beechcraft, so that's kind of cool.
Helicopter Tango Kilo, traffic is after 10 o'clock and 3 miles. Turn here to
T's
the
are
east,
also
down here
facing
at a
the way,
1300
but hey,
feet,
I'll follow
the
Marshall. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Over 10 kilo, visual separation is approved. Maintain upright function. The wake turns open. If you could just continue to turn here towards the north.
Good morning, Grand. 2127 showing Mike Grand 2.
2127 on 52.
Nope, not yet. Don't. What are you doing? You're gonna die. There we go. Okay. Anyways, parking brake on. We're at 1,000. Tobii tracker off. Let's shut this thing off. ELT verified silent. You see what I'm doing here. Avionics off. That means that there should be no more chatter. Okay. All lights except for the anti-collision light off. Mixture fully. This lady's got a death wish, I swear. Mags off, master off, lights off. Parking brake is on, and let's learn why we are here, everybody. Are you ready? Disconnect that sim just for a couple minutes so that we can do our exploration here on the Oregon Trail. My mouse ever wants to start working with me, that'd be wonderful too as well. No. Okay, Jesus. Just let me move you. Anyways, we are here because outside of Pocatello there was a fort called Fort Hall, and it was established in 1834 as a fur trading post. Fort Hall became one of the most important landmarks and way stations on the Oregon Trail. By the time emigrants reached it, they had already traveled hundreds of miles through harsh terrain. Here they could rest, trade for food, ammunition, and supplies, and get advice from trappers, traders who knew the route well, or ahead. Fort Hall is also a decision point. Many families took stock of their wagons and livestock before pressing onward across the Snake River Plain and into the mountains. For thousands of pioneers, it was the last dependable outpost before the long and certain push towards Oregon. So that's what we're going to go find. We're going to go find where Fort Hall was on the Oregon Trail, and I do have it marked out on my tablet here and also SkyVector. So you must know we have to take the little route out there. It's right there at the American Falls Reservoir. They have a monument. I don't know if we'll see it, but we're gonna go looking for it. And I'm gonna turn everything off so that we can go fly out there, and I'll be following it on the electronic flight bag. But let's get the drone cam out. Let's get our drone follow mode off, and let's go see what this is. This is obviously default scene. So they didn't even park the aircraft. But all right, we have this and this. 2 ones that way, 3 is this way, so we have to go north. So we'll go this way. There should be a reservoir somewhere. Oh, there it is. That looked like a runway for a second. There's one out here. Alright, I'm gonna increase the drone speed. We have to see that reservoir. The reservoir's over there. Okay, so we'll go that way. Fort Hall is out here. They're outside Pocatello. I have my Google Maps to help me. So, there should be a road that's right before it. We can see it. So, don't know if we will. That's what we're looking for. Oh, could find it. Could find it. There's little banks here. There should be a road. I think it's right here. Oh, it is. Okay, good. We found it. So anyways, there's a monument right here. You see this little house there? That's actually a monument. And that monument is where Fort Hall once was. It's not a house. It's a monument out here. It's on the banks of the Snake River, right here. So emigrants would go there, and they continue their way that way. I don't know if this reservoir was there back in the day, so I have a feeling that they followed this river over that way. But Fort Hall was right here back in the day. The reason why they got rid of it, I think it was because of the Native American attacks and stuff like that. So, Native Americans, by the way, were nice at first until like tons of people came out and started like having their horses grazed and the oxen grazed, and they were taking away their supplies and not doing some nice things. So that's what happened. But the airport's all the way out there, and this is where Fort Hall was. There's a National Historic Landmark right there for Fort Hall. This is the Snake River. Going out to the west, and we will continue on from there. So, our next destination, I'll go back to there. Let's get a look at where Fort Hall was, which is where that house was. It's an actual monument right here. That's the monument. Alright, anyways, we're going to return to the airplane, and we'll talk about our next leg that we're going on. For the Oregon Trail, our next leg is Pocatello to Glenns Ferry. Why Glenns Ferry? Well, I'll tell you why. Just get connected back to that sim for a second. Going to Glenns Ferry, because they had to do the crossing of the Snake River there. So, there we go. So at Glenns Ferry, Idaho, where we're going, pioneers, I said prisoners. Pioneers face one of the most perilous challenges of the Oregon Trail, Snake River crossing. Most emigrants use the nearby 3-island crossing, where they can move from island to island to lessen the distance through the swift, deep current. Even so, the risk was great. Wagons were overturned, livestock drowned, and precious supplies were swept away down the river. And for many families, this crossing became one of the most unforgettable, dangerous moments of their entire journey west. So we're about to get a little dangerous, you know what I'm talking about. So let's get out to Glenns Ferry and get to the Snake River crossing, which I will show you because I have that marked as well. But we are not going to go where Fort Hall is. We're not going to go flat. We're going to go right to American Falls. So I got a bunch of waypoints. I got to pump into the 530 here and get that going. But let's get the plane started. Okay. C-track back lock. Oh, got 10 pre-flights done. Avionics are off. Autopilot, carb heat off. Throttle slight. Come on now. Hey, reconnect. What's going on? Come on, let's go. Okay. Ooh, that scared me. The mouse wasn't connecting in the sim. Brakes are set. Clear. Yeah, master beacon on. Okay, we're also going to fill the plane. Oh, I should do that first. I always leave it a full tank unless weight and balance were a problem. That's just me. That's what I do. So, right. Master, battery alternator on. Anti-collision on. Excuse me. Fuel pump on. Rich. We're not gonna private. Just landed a couple minutes ago. So here we go. Clear. Prop. And it works. Yeah. I had the mixture too rich before, so that's what happened. All right. We're on. I'm not used to flying these high density altitudes in real life because I live in the Northeast. Oil pressure is good. Fuel pump off. Okay, fuel pressure holding. Lights nav on. There we go. Alright, seatbelt harnesses, heat vent, defrost. It's still kind of balmy out there. It's almost 70. Avionics on. We'll get the ATIS on as well.
Kilo Papa India Hotel Automated Weather Observation. 1800 Zulu. Wind 289er at 4. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 2 tree C. Dew point 5C. Altimeter tree 012. Kilo Papa India Hotel Automated Weather Observation. 1800 Zulu. Wind 289er at 4. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 2 tree C. Dew point 5C. Altimeter tree 012.
It's really nice weather up here for flying. I'll give you that.
Kilo Papa India Hotel automated
Alright,
weather
there's an
observation.
FBO ramp, which is what we're on. There's a northeast ramp, and there's a terminal ramp. So they obviously divided that. So they wanted to have some differences here. Alright, I'm going to enter the flight plan. So back to guard.
5C, altimeter
And,
tree 012.
Our plan's right here, so I'm going to do it from the screen here though. So we're not going to go there. That was to find Fort Hall. I'm going to go to Uniform 01. No, we can do where we are. Kilo, whoops. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Start going nuts on me. Okay, flight plan. Kilo, Papa, India. This way I'll just fly it. And it's going to be right on the side of the Snake River. Uniform 01. At least that's the goal. American Falls. And for some reason it doubles. I have no clue why it does that, but it usually works fine, so I'm going to try it out. Kilo Bravo Yankee. India. Burley. And from Burley, we're going to go to Twin Falls. So that would be that thing. We'll take a look at that. So let's say it's going to head towards Uniform 03. Put that in there just to make sure. Wait. That was weird. I don't like how it doubles. That doesn't do that in real life, so. Uniform 03, which won't go away. Okay, and then ultimately to Glenns Ferry, Uniform 89. Again, I'm getting confused because it's doubling everything as I put it in. Hopefully this works. If not, we'll just do headings. That's a 2024 thing. Alright, here we go. We're good. Okie dokie, there's some restricted airspace out there, but again, we're following the Snake River. You see that? Fort Hall, Glenns Ferry. And Glenns Ferry, honestly, is right near where they would have to cross. So we're going to be able to see the 3 islands crossing there. So, right, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. I don't think it's going to be bumpy at all. Okay, tablet off for now. What am I doing? I'm going checklist. Actually, you should see this. Alright, seatbelt harnesses, seat vent, defrost, avionics on, ADS on, altimeter's good, transponder on squawk. ADS-B with 10 on radio test. We're on 119.1 for now. Let's signal them up. Let's get some chatter on. Departure ground.
Good morning, Jazz 451 at Bravo 3, ready to push.
Jazz 451, Roger. Allow the aircraft.
We're going to go to runway.
Okay, push approved.
That's why I write this
Jazz
stuff down.
451, thank you.
289, so we're going to go runway. Oh, let's go 21 again. See, Alpha.
And for Blue Streak maintenance,
right.
the Southwest 737 pushed off at gate 5.
Pretty good right now.
I'm not sure if you can get around him. If not, we'll just follow him out.
Left and go down that way.
Okay, Booster Man, go follow Southwest.
All right, very good.
Are you able to get around
This
him?
lady has a death wish. She's had a death wish for a while now.
Right behind him, so.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. Just follow him
That
outbound,
out.
and then you can join Kilo for your reposition.
And turns to the left. So here we go. Just lead up my mixture. Make sure I'm kind of pretty good. Probably should call out on Unicom, tell them what I'm doing.
Jazz 451, just a heads up, I can't see you guys
Delta,
back
so let's
there,
do
but
that.
there's a,
Pocatello traffic,
Southwest
Warrior 0
pushed off
Echo
gate 5.
Foxtrot
There's an
at the
aircraft
FBO,
under
the
tow
taxi via Alpha
behind
Alpha
him,
1 to
and
runway
so just
21
tell your crew, which I'm sure they can see back there better than me. They just use caution on the pushback there.
I guess they took that Beechcraft off. Oh, it's still there. That's the real world Beechcraft right there for that traffic, so that's pretty cool to see. That's typical 2024 pumping in the traffic, by the way. So, pretty cool that that's a real world aircraft over there.
Southwest 185, gate 1 push.
Southwest 495 ground, good morning to you. Push is approved at your discretion. Jazz is a couple gates off your right, also pushing.
Yeah, we're watching out for Jazz and push through Southwest 185.
Alright, did she? Yeah, we're going to Glenns Ferry. Okay. Woof. Though for a minute there I didn't change the nameplate. You had no clue what I was doing. But we're good.
Ground Southwest 225 at gate 8, push with hotel.
Southwest 225, your push off at gate 8 is approved.
Push through Southwest 225.
Okay, let's hold short line. We are going to do a run up because we did turn the engine off. Always good to do. Unless you leave it running, then you can kind of say, hey, it's running.
Jazz 451 Southwest, we're pushing off gate 1.
Still have not been able to fly that early in 2024 that well. They have some work to do still on the aircraft. The 172 kind of works. There's still problems with bugs with stuff here and there, but I'm looking at it, so.
Ground Brickyard 4316 at gate 36, ready for push.
Brickyard 4316.
Alright, we are going to do a run up over here.
Pushback is approved, sir, to spot number 5.
Push spot 5, Brickyard 4316.
1000, parking brake on. Alright, took that tracker off, checklist. Brake set, fuel proper tank, we're good. Trim set for takeoff. Just one more time to check it. It does matter, by the way. Flight controls, the box. Free and correct. Annunciator lights up here. We're good. Okay. Instruments, turn coordinators in the middle, no flag. Heading coordinates should be about where it is. Vertical speed looks good. Altimeter is good because it's 4,450-ish feet. Horizon's good. Airspeed is good. Primer interlocks. We'll pull on that right here. Good. Alright, 2,000 RPMs. Alright, good. Right mag. Back to over. Left.
Pocatello Tower, Skywest Tree 702, 24 miles south, inbound visual runway 21 approach.
Back in.
Skywest Tree 702, Pocatello Tower.
Good.
Altimeter Tree 012,
Fuel
clear
pressure.
visual runway
Pressure.
21
Good.
approach.
Oil temperature's good. We're gonna idle. Carpet off. Go back to 1,000. If there's a problem, take control of mechanical control. Otherwise,
Clear visual runway 21 approach, Skywest Tree 702.
If we are under, let's say, 5,200 feet, this problem mechanical control. Otherwise, we'll abort takeoff. We'll land directly. Have no 130 to return. Specified speed 73. We're above 5,200 feet. This problem mechanical control. Otherwise, take a turn to the right and land down on the taxiway of the grass and runway. Available to us. Specified speed again is 73. I'm going to rotate at 55. Climb at 79. Does that make sense, everybody? We got it. All right, I'm going to turn that off. Let's line up, make our calls, and get the heck out of Pocatello. Fort Boise. That was an easy one to find, huh? Too bad they had a house where the monument was supposed to be. But you can't win them all. Alright, and good. Took our tracker on. Clear. This side. Okay, so Pocatello traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot departing runway 21, departure to the west, Pocatello.
Cross 4 and Julian, our tower chip lead 1223.
Okay, here we go. Should probably be on tower. Departure now.
271 out of tower and 25 right, line up away. 25 right, line up away. And 271.
They have an option that will let you go by the real world frequency, and I guess that would kind of work except for when you do CTAF. So maybe I should just, I don't know. You still got to touch buttons. So. Alright, in the middle. Heels on the floor. We'll LX to the right. And
Roger, runway 4 left, line up
fuel
away.
pump on, then
Line up, wait 4 left, United 1.
here we go. Departing Pocatello for Fort Boise was on the Oregon Trail. Now heading to Glenns Ferry, where they cross the Snake River. And take some time here. Pipers don't really, they're a little more rigid because they have the low wing. So you just gotta give them a little bit of time and let them climb out on their own. They'll do it. Give them a little bit of time. Push them up slightly as we are departing. They don't just go right up. You gotta give them a little, just pull back a little bit. Hold them there. It starts taking off. Still trimming up to keep 79. Looking really good. Out of Pocatello, Idaho. Thank you for coming in and tuning in, by the way. I do appreciate it. Thanks to JJ and Nick Reslow for coming out. Feel free to push that follow and or subscribe button, depending on where you watch. Up, bird! Bird! If you're watching me on YouTube, obviously push the subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, push the follow button. If you really are enjoying it, then you can subscribe if you'd like to. Money on Twitch. And for YouTube, you can't do much yet, but just push that subscribe button. Would you? Now, Kick, also push that follow button as well. Looking for more people. I'm going to make a slight turn to the right here. Probably should have looked, but we're good. All right, we're going to take Otto, the autopilot, on, and hopefully it'll work because he's a little bit has an attitude in here, in the Piper. And also, we should probably see where we're going. So, here we go. We're going to follow the Snake River out. That's what we're going to do. So let's see if it does it. And Toby eye tracker off. This is kind of a valley, but we'll still go at 10.5 to make sure that we have enough. And I got to keep an eye on Otto because sometimes he goes a little out of control. Kind of like what he's doing right now. He's got to rock back and forth till he gets it. Again, I'm sorry about that. That's just a limitation of the Warrior here in 2024. It's the JustFlight one, and it's an awesome one. It is what it is. It's the best you're going to do for a Warrior. I don't know if there's any more options for it, but it is a nice aircraft. 120 Echo Foxtrot. We're going to fly across, or along, I should say, the Snake River here in Idaho, which is what the Oregon Trail did. A lot of these highways and stuff are remnants of the Oregon Trail from back there, at least follow kind of the same route, so that's what you're seeing there. A bit adieu to Pocatello. Thank you, Pocatello. You've been great. We're going to stay on tower frequency until we get out of the Delta, which is soon.
I love 38 at Hotel 7, hold short of running 25 right at Juliet. Hotel 7, short of 25 right at Juliet.
Clear to land runway 21, Skywest 3702.
Snake River in the reservoir. It's pretty much what they would have followed back then. In the 1850s and so forth. Very cool. I thought this has been a very good idea for a flight series here. So, well, I wish I could sim every day. It just isn't in the cards, but we're getting these done. We're getting them done. So we did have a coffee incident earlier today. It was not on the side with the computer because I'm smarter than leaving it there now. And everything is fine. Everything is fine. Had a cap on. I was very lucky. What else happened? Can't remember what else happened. Oh, my rudder pedals weren't working. I fixed that. So I'm able to fix anything. That's what I'm going to say. Let's make sure that the 530 is going to follow our route too. So I put the whole flight plan in. But if not, you can see I have my electronic flight bag on standby here. So a lot of Native American stuff here. We have a lot of peaks to our left out there. Idaho. And I gotta be honest with you, Idaho, you get more respect from me right now. I think that you're actually pretty cool to fly through. Why is my flaps up a little bit? I don't know. They're going down now. That was weird. I already thought I'd put them down. In real life, you'd see that lever up and you say, something's wrong here. Okay. That's probably I wasn't getting the speed I was getting. Okay. Climb to 10.5. Keep it kind of high with all mountains and stuff. Keep cleaning out that mixture as we go. So.
JustFlight 274 passenger 25 right last way. Last way, 25 right,
Power lines to our left. We're passing American Falls, Idaho, which is right at the end of the reservoir over here. So American Falls out there. I like to say names because sometimes people actually tune in or watch the video on YouTube. It's always archived there. Every single flight stream is. And they go, oh yeah, you mentioned my little place here. That's awesome. I can kind of see what it looks like from the simulator. So that's why we do it. American Falls out there.
You guys picked up the old short runway 4 left kilo. Old short of 4 left kilo, Jessica.
Pattern altitude, that was 5,400, so we're more than going to be above it. So. Very cool. Cheers to all of you for coming out. Thank you so much. If you do want to fly with me, by the way, we're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. We're running Service Update 3. Service Update 4 does not work with, or the last time I checked, does not work with. Does not work with the FrameJet mod that well. That looks to be a solar farm. Could be wrong on that. No, it is. It's a solar. Look how big that solar farm is. I have a whole add-on for that, which is like a lot of solar panels. And that thing's a big array. I'm a big fan of solar energy. I installed a little bit of my own, and we've made about $400 of our own energy here in the Northeast. So I'm like it. I don't have 20,000 installed whole system in my house.
Turn next taxiway.
All right, going over to VATSIM Unicom. Change that to approach. That's probably big solar farm, huge. Very cool to see. If I could, I'd do my whole house in solar. I just don't have the money to do it. It's a big investment. For example, I bought all my own solar panels and 2 inverters, and kind of did it myself only on the front overhang porch of my house. And that cost me about, with my own labor, about $1,700 something. So in about 2 years, a little over 2 years, we should make all the money back and start making energy. But if you go with a solar company, which I would if I had to do the main roof, because that's kind of slanted. That's about $20,000 if you want to get one that maxes out and like you where you won't have to pay bills. I'm talking about $20-something thousand in a house of my size, and it won't be paid back till about 5 years. You're paying for the labor, you're paying for the expertise, but for a small solar system, it's often cheaper to do it yourself. All right, passing American Falls. See if the 530 switches over to flight plan here. It seemed to have doubled 530. That right there is our checkpoint, if you will, Savage Field 01. Right along the highway. The Snake River right here. That's what the Emirates were following. And they'd go on, I believe they'd be on this side, and they'd have to cross it at Glenns Ferry to the north to get to Northwest Territories. But we're getting towards Oregon here. We won't get there today, but we'll be very close to that. So we're gonna land at Parma, Idaho, and then crossed over Fort Boise. Parma, Idaho is the Fort Boise West. Literally, the border is right there. So we're gonna be in Oregon after that, and that tells you that we're getting very close to the end of these series of flights. But it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. So then we have the Blue Mountains coming over, so that's going to be a big thing as well. It has been very fun to historically look at things here. Let's see if that's going to the right place. It is Burley Municipal. All right, cool. Very good. Snake River continues on that reservoir. Back then, I don't think they would have had the reservoir. They would have had just the Snake River.
Skyway 557 speeds 180 Zena Tower Zena 128.15.
Falls right below us. Now this would have been months into the Oregon Trail too. So check my speed here. Okay, saw the nose go up and I was getting a little worried. Still climbing 10.5. Gonna lean up the mission.
Skyway 2968, 17 4000, I'm maintaining 509. 509, 4000.
Very good. Snake River shouldn't be in view at all times. You just have to right to your waypoints.
Got 3792 with your 7000 and
Wisconsin 3792, Roman 9 left.
199 And it's crazy that you could probably fly for about 15, 16 hours and get through the whole trail when they took them months. It's crazy when you fathom it. It really is. And if you think about it, you could have probably done that 100 years later. About 100 years later, you could be doing 15, maybe 17, 18 hours of flying. What took them months to do?
679, turn left 120, intercept 9 left, localizer. Left 120, intercept 9 left, localizer.
I think the last thing we have to conquer in flight is just space. Get a reusable aircraft, goes to space, transfer you across the world in hours, and then back. But jets and stuff seem to be doing it anyway, so I don't know. It all depends how much, if it would be feasible, economic. I think that's the next step. Also maybe trying to get on another planet and putting on a base or something. And people might think I'm crazy for saying that, but that's where we're at. I don't think we're going to do it with our current state of affairs in this country, but I think that's where humanity is probably going to go next. So a lot of things to overcome. It's going to take money and science. Which again, I don't think that in our current political climate that's really a focus here. We'd rather just do things the way they are. Do all that, but that's my opinion. And I'm sticking to it. So.
Okay, with 5938 at 4000, reduced speed to 210. At 4000.
28 minutes to our next checkpoint, but I had to lower the nose a little bit, so we'll climb at 300. Keep leaning up the switch as we go. Climb at 10.5. Let's take a look at Volanta, and we can see our thing here. I also have to update the airport going to. Alright, so we left Pocatello, ultimately going to Glenns Ferry, which is uniform 89er. That probably have to put kilo uniform 89er, so I have to do that. Nope. Alright, but we did depart from Soda Springs, and then we just departed going direct to Pocatello. Took the drone cam out to Fort Hall, which is north of the airport here. And we then extended found from 213 time down. Now we are following the Snake River, so we'll be going down a little further to here. And heading towards Buell, but we're going to go to Twin Falls. And then we're going to go right up to Glenns Ferry, where the Snake River crossing is. Yeah, it's been pretty cool to fly this whole route here. And again, someday I might publish these things with like all like the graphics and stuff, like a PDF thing. For a couple bucks, you'll be able to have that guide. Thinking it over whether I want to do that, call it Eric Flight Adventures or something, and package my things that I've done and worked on, the historical type flight stuff. Would be kind of cool. So, that way you want to do all the research that I had to do. We're at 10,200 feet, climbing at 10,500. And fuel pump should be off.
5938, 10 miles from Doogie, cross Doogie at 4,000. Cleared ILS from 9 left.
Fuel doing? It'll still burn on the right for a while. Then we'll go to the left. Actually, maybe we should go to the left. Fuel pump on. Switch to the left. Pump off. Pressure holding. Things looking great. Pattern altitude. Going to be coming over the Minnedoka National Wildlife Refuge up ahead. set that body water. Another reason to go higher. They recommend as a private pilot that they want you to be 2,000 feet above ground level. Wildlife refuge crossing overs. Snake River is right there to the left. That's the hill the emigrants would have followed out to west. Very cool. Very cool. I want to thank Livia, LY37, for following the channel. I don't know if you're for real or not, but it could be a bot, could not. Because on Kick, I had to make it so that you had to be at least a member of Kick for a day. It says September 20th. So I'm hoping that you're real, because I appreciate follows on Kick. Thank you to anyone on YouTube watching me. See that this phone's been beating me already. On Twitch, it's been steady between 2 and 4 viewers, so thank you for coming out and watching the stream. Why does my camera feel off kilter? Turn it just a little bit. There we go. Alright, much better. That wildlife refuge is over there. We're at pattern altitude here, so we're going to check our lean of the mixture.
Yeah, 755, 10 miles from
Yeah, I got it pretty good. Alright, and then we're going to kick it back to 2,500.
They get 4,000 clear for that, and better on the approach, 180 knots for Cook, yeah, United 765.
Snake River.
Skyway 2968, turn left 160.
By the way, let's do some shout outs. Thanks to JJ for coming up today. That was a while ago, so I'll give him a shout out at least. Jesus, Eric, where's your manners? Check him out on Twitch. He does stream every now and then. Flight simming, stuff like that. Been a long time viewer of the Eric Flight channel. I also want to say thank you to my good friend and someone who I've flown with twice in real life. Shout out to who's supposed to do this. Shout out to Nick Breslow. Thank you, sir, for coming on. Very good pilot. I've flown with him twice. I can vouch for him. I'm just saying. And he's trying to make his way through an airline pilot training right now to get his career started. Doing a bang-up job. Also local to Mass. So, hope that computer building's going well. So, it's exciting. It's exciting when you build something and it works even better than the one before. If anyone has a cheap 5090 they want to sell it. I don't know, because I'm tapped out right now. I'm paying off the computer, but half of it's paid. The other half we pay off the computer. Very good. We're cruising at a nice little clip there. No real problems. It's very clear out. We have some clouds in the distance. We also have some mountain ranges to our left there. That is, I can't even tell you what that is right now. That is Deep Creek Mountains. The Deep Creek Mountains out there off to the left. Call me crazy, I thought that Idaho was a little bit boring to fly through. I gotta be honest with you, before I started doing all these flights in the Oregon Trail here. It's actually pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice. And the airports aren't that far away once you get near civilizations. I'm not saying the state is boring. I was saying I thought the flying in Idaho was boring. I was wrong. I was wrong. It actually is pretty nice. So we have a SkyWest out there flight, Delta Airlines. We are following the Snake River. They did. Emigrants, that is.
4,000, making 250 knots. 250 knots to 4,000.
Direct heading here, that might help. And also do the heading here in case we lose something. Yeah, this has been a good series of flights. Next one, I mean, the VinFast flights I do want to do, I'm just not doing them on time right now. But So we might do that. I gotta get the VinFizz 172 working on this. They also will take place offline from VATSIM because there was no air traffic control back in 1911. VinFizz actually flew. VinFizz, that was good. Whatever I said. VinFizz flew in 1911 transcontinentally across the United States. First one to do it. And it was a Model B right flyer. So I can't take the right flyer up because that's not stable enough. He took the Model B, which was a little bit more stable. He still crashed like a bunch of times on them. But if anyone modeled one of those really well, I'd buy it. I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Like if someone actually made like a VinFizz livery with it, and it was like a flyable Right Brother. And I say flyable as, and I know it's not like the best, but it'd be nice to emulate that whole series of flights on the simulator. But we'll try doing that in a 172 if I can get them working again, which I think I can. Alright, we are passing Lake Walcott with the Mini Dhaka National Wildlife Refuge right below us. Here's the lake. And I'm pretty sure in real life they probably have some wagon runs still from the old days going on west. That's how many people came out here, so. Pretty cool. I'd like to make my way to Pacific Northwest for real life visit someday. That'd be awesome. I used to have someone that used to follow the channel pretty well when I was doing a lot of real world videos on the Airflight channel. I do still post some real world videos, but my flying has decreased over the years because of family commitments and also the fact that COVID, I made a crap load more money of extra income, if you will, to fly. So now I'm budgeting more, doing all that stuff, but I do appreciate all your support. And his name was Jeff Bianchi. I don't know if he watches me anymore. I gotta be honest with you, I was wondering what happened to him, and I even looked, I hate to say this, but I looked for obituaries, and it wasn't Jeff Bianchi. So if that was him, I'm very sorry to learn about that. But if it's not him, he was kind of like, grew up around Massachusetts, but moved out here to Oregon, and he was a pilot, so that's why we kind of connected. If you ever watch this video, get back to me. I'm hoping you're okay. And I did a flight that he did in real life on the simulator. This was years ago. But that was kind of cool too. And he gave me this like perspective, like, oh yeah, the sim looks good. And I think that was, I want to say it's 2020, but it might have been even prepared. So it is what it is. But he'd probably be more shocked with this nowadays. But yeah, hoping he's okay. I even sent him a keychain back in the day. So. Scenery's not bad, but see, I got the settings maxed, so I can only imagine. I mean, I thought it looked very blurry when I didn't have as good of a computer, you know. And it's still reduced resolution, so I wish they brought back 512 by 512 ability of the tiles, but it is what it is, and we're still running the Google Maps enhancement on, which I like that better than the big. So. 11 minutes to our next checkpoint. Then we're gonna move on to Glenns Ferry, and then it's just one more leg after this. Then we're gonna call it. We've been at this almost 2 hours. Figure about 3 hours or so. And then the might be 2 more streams or 1. If I do a massive one, I could probably finish this up in 1 more stream. So. But I like to land at the historical places and show you things in the simulator. Kind of like I did with the Star Trek series of flights I did about 1.5 years ago. Holy shnikes, really? Yeah, it was about 1.5 years ago. So, but I might transition right to the VinFizz flights and also do the virtual safe flying compliments after this. And I want to make some tutorial videos. I got like a lot of ideas, little time to do them. But we did release a new design at the Airflight Aviation's Etsy store. Getting funds, money to do things with. irlpilot.etsy.com, and we made an 8-bit retro private pilot shirt. I thought this was pretty cool. I had this one in my thoughts for a while. I'd like to show you this. So, but it looks like so you got the game box there, and then it's like 8-bit graphics, and it's like, you know, treating general aviation like it's a video game, which is kind of cool. So, and I thought it was cool, and I put an 8-bit character in the model. Because in all these colors, and I'm thinking about ordering one myself. So, but I always like blue, but I'm always ordering blue because it's my favorite color. But I'm thinking maybe I should go with like orange just to mix it up or something. But even that looks pretty good. I don't own a lot of orange shirts. You can get red, get all the colors right there. But I thought that was a cool shirt. So feel free to pick yours up at the Eric Flight Aviation store, irlpilot.etsy.com. And you can get 10% off with EF Stream, I think it is. That's the code. I left that for people who watch my streams so that you can get discounts. So. Let me see if I can find that. It pops up every now and then. Yep, EF Stream. EF Stream, all one. 10% off. So, back is itchy. But that's been turning a little bit more of a profit lately. Not lots, but a little. So, I'm appreciative to everyone that supports in whatever way that you can, because that's how I pay for world flying and this computer and stuff like that. So, I mean, the computer I could cover with my real world salary, but still, I like to not put that on the family and kind of pay for it with stuff I earn outside of my salary. So. Alright, following that Snake River should be off our right now. We just crossed it, way easier than the immigrants ever had it. There's the Snake River off our right, coming off the reservoir, or the lake, I'm sorry, the lake. We're just going to follow it just like that. When we hit Twin Falls, Idaho, I'm going to have to switch the direct to. The weather's been really cooperative here. There's only one IFR landing I had to do on the whole Oregon Trail so far. That went okay. It was really bad visibility too, but we made it. So, my back can stop itching. That would be great. Nice picture. Take that. Screenshot. Again, if you're tuning in from anywhere, I appreciate your support. It's pretty quiet here in the Pacific Northwest. Here's been our route for today. Okay, we took off out of Soda Springs, went direct to Pocatello. Over here, kind of landed, had to get in there. Saw Fort Hall, and now we're just following Snake River. Over Twin Falls, and then direct to Glenns Ferry. Up to Parma, which is right outside Boise. Somewhere. Right there. Is that it? No, that's not. Well, it's on the border. Somewhere here. Something going on here. I don't know, but we will definitely find out what was landing down this way. Very cool. Very cool series of flights. I recommend it. We got to see Castle Rock earlier in the flights. It's been really cool. Coffee flying in the Oregon Trail. Nothing like it. Out there off our left is Mount Harrison. That's what we're seeing out here in the distance. See that as well. That's a sweet shot. Pretty cool. Big Snake River Plain over here. Back scratcher. I don't think I'm gonna mind it. That sucks. Well, in Snake River. At Burley Municipal. You should probably be able to see. It's right there. Then we're going to head more down the Snake River. That is Burley, Idaho. Nice airfield down there. Class Echo. Oh man. Nice day to fly in Pacific Northwest. So almost Pacific Northwest. Unless you consider Idaho. Baseball fields now right near the airfield. That must be kind of good. So you hit a home run, hits plane. Just being funny. Oh, excuse me. Right. Should be going towards Twin Falls soon, which is direct to Uniform 03. We're gonna turn it to Glenns Ferry, going over Twin Falls, Idaho. So, see what happens. Got some clouds coming in now. So not that careful. Observant of the clouds. There we go. Continuing to follow the Snake River. Early Idaho fluids. Oh, excuse me. Do you have to blow my nose for 1 second? So I'm gonna let Otto fly the plane. Now, right back. Otto, take over. And we're back. And the good news is we have not had any dysentery problems at all on these series of flights. So unlike them, I guess we can avoid disease. But the hygiene back then was not like it is today. So they would take baths, wash their plates, clothes, in the same order that they would dispose of their wasted, if you know what I mean. So lots of disease on the Oregon Trail. But obviously things have changed a lot since the 1840s, 30s, 20s, 50s. The Oregon Trail started petering out, I'd say around the 1850s, late 1850s due to the Civil War probably and stuff like that. But, you know, that's the way it was. All right, well, we see Twin Falls, which is just south of Snake River. We're gonna turn it to the northwest and go direct to Glenns Ferry, make a landing there, and tell you again the historical significance of Glenns Ferry. And the airport is right near that place. So it's amazing that it was so dangerous over there. Let's check our fuel. We are on the left, yeah. No, we're good. We're only on the left for a little bit. Kind of cool to fly places I haven't before in simulator. We haven't flown in Canada for a long time, but we did do it on the marathon. Whew. My fundraising marathon, that's what you see in the upper left-hand corner. We raised over $2,800 in the Jones Kids Christian Fund. And I still have to finish up my 150 miles. A little bit behind, but we'll get it. Get it done. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. It looks like it would be pretty flat here for the wagons and the oxen, let's put it that way. So at least that looks like a positive thing. That Beechcraft that we saw earlier is staying at Pocatello, I guess. It came in from Alpine, Wyoming. Nice looking plane.
4964, turn left 7300, enjoy the left side.
300, join the plug bus, we're
Oof. remember in the old days, 2004, like Flight Sim 2004, they had an add-on that would make the rivers a little more depressed into the ground to make them look like rivers. I can't remember what that add-on was called, but I remember having it back in the day. It was like some type of, it would update the tile graphics. Because again, they didn't have satellite imagery back then, so they'd have generic tiles to kind of look like that imagery. But I'll tell you, if a simulator comes out without satellite imagery now, probably a no-go, especially for me, you know. It's kind of a have to now. Have to have some type of satellite imagery in your flight sim. There's no reason why you shouldn't, unless you can't license it, in which case you probably should be making a flight simulator. So.
Here at 4964, 6 miles from Mark, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 27 right approach.
If you ask me, the biggest improvement of all, other than the graphics and stuff, it's been satellite imagery. It's been a game changer for flight sim since 2020, and the X-Plane has the same type of thing I run. The map enhancement that I use the Google imagery of, they have that for X-Plane now. It's the same author, so I recommend it. It has a little times of glitchiness, not like reusing it, but just like, oh, they changed something in the simulator, so he has to update it, and he gets right on it though. So. Probably be flying in real life in November. That's my goal, is to get up there at nighttime, do a nighttime flight. But I also have to look into eventually getting a better camera than a GoPro for filming at night. Not that I fly a lot at night, so it's not a big priority, but it's just way too dark with a GoPro. I'll still film it and everything, but it's very hard to see defining things at night. Twin Falls coming up, that's it right there. So we overfly that, we're going to go direct to, oh, give me a second, sorry. Direct to Uniform 89 and take a landing there at Glenns Ferry. That's what we're going to do. Seems like the Snake River is kind of really getting depressed into the ground there.
Brickyard 4964, you're 2 miles from cleared ILS 27 right approach. Maintain 170 knots to Delta.
Cleared ILS 27 right, 170 Delta, Brickyard 4964.
Very cool. Like I said, if you are all interested in doing these series of flights like I do based on like historical events, I might release it as like a PDF and maybe charge like, I don't know, a couple bucks. So that way you have like a guide to do all this. So I'm spending all the time anyways. If we're going to do our next series, it's probably going to be the FinFizz. And if not the VinFizz or after the VinFizz, we're going to try to do the Fly the St. Lawrence River. I can probably do that in one day if I do like a little thing. So, a lot of these have been years in the making. Like I started planning that Fly the St. Lawrence River back in 2023, and obviously it's been like 2 years, but I haven't flown it yet. But it's there, and we'll do it eventually. When did I start to flight the Oregon Trail though? I started planning those. Oh, that wasn't bad. In January of 2025. I just started doing most. But yeah. Alright, we'll fly Turner's Falls. We're going to go northwest. Fuel. Let's go back to the right tank. Fuel pump on. Right tank. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure. Good. Vacuum's good. Too much charging.
Straight 5512, 3 miles from cleared ILS, runway 27 right approach. Maintain 170 knots to Delta. Okay, clear for the ILS for 27 right.
Snake River's really getting into that little ravine there, huh?
On 6042, 6 miles. Maintain 3,000 until established on local line. Cleared ILS, runway 27 right approach. Maintain 170 knots to Delta.
3,000 still established. Clear ILS 27 right. 170 no Delta. 6042.
Oops. Oh, that's a nice wing view.
Blue Streak 5512, contact tower 118.5.
118.5, clear street was 512.
There's a Hagerman Fossil Beds National Monument up ahead on the Snake River as well. So we'll see if we can see anything there about
6042, contact
quite
down for
interesting.
118.5. 55, 6042.
Joslyn Field.
4964,
Class
contact
Delta
down
is
118.5.
right south of Twin Falls. Excuse me. I'm saying Turner Falls. That's a place in Massachusetts they can fly to. It's actually right there. So. Anyway.
On 6042, turn right heading.
Ground speed's been pretty good today. 113 is not bad, you know.
Vector 240, join the 27 right, localizer.
I'm out of coffee. No. Right. Well, that's quite a drop off there. Wow. Got a bridge there. Don't know what that bridge would be called. It's pretty big.
1529, got a center 132.05.
Lots of traffic on the highway. Oh, pardon me. There's that Class Delta I was talking about.
Drive 718, 2100, Fort Boise, 1 o'clock, 10 miles.
2005, 2100, field of sight, looking for
5512, good vision for Spring, 27 right. Maintain 170 to Parma, Parma.
Good visual to 7 right, 175 mile final, looking for
5. Fly that a little bit more, and then we'll go direct. See what
5512, contact
Glen Falls, where the Snake River crossing was. Sure.
K1, 6132, approach. Fly heading 130, vector to final, descend and maintain 4000.
Left turn heading 130, down to 4061.
K1, 6132, turn right heading 180, descend and maintain 3000.
Right turn 180, down to 3000.
And one more landing after this one, and then we will be done for the day.
K1, 132, provision approach right 27 right.
Visual 27 right.
Snake River right there. That was interesting. That went to like this ravine. In Twin Falls, Idaho.
132, contact Cal 1.5.
Hey, what's up, Jason Basie? Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Appreciate you, sir. Feel free to push that subscribe button if you have not already on YouTube. That's probably the best way to get notified when I am flying on the stream. The stream. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Thank you for the words of encouragement. I'm gonna send me the way. So I decided on streaming back in 2020. Thinking, oh, no one's gonna watch it anyways, but it's become quite enjoyable. Now I multi-stream the kick, Twitch and YouTube all at the same time. All right, we're gonna go direct to. Actually, I can go to my flight plan in this. Direct to Uniform 89er, and that's Glenns Ferry, where we will do a landing and learn about the Snake River crossing, the Oregon Trail. "23 minutes out, get everything ready to go here. They don't have any weather here, so we're gonna try to get some weather from probably Gooding Municipal. That's what I'm thinking. So 124.175. Leave that on there on standby, see if we can hear anything. And then, you know, just get following the Snake River up to Glenns Ferry. Got some aircraft out there, probably roll traffic.
Air 4379, reports on site 10 o'clock, 10 miles. Just at site, computer 4379.
In Twin Falls, Idaho, right below us. Is that a golf course? Oh, they put a golf course in a little, maybe not. Might be, though. It's kind of interesting for a golf course, though, to be down there. Maybe it's not, actually. It seems like there's a lot of green area there. Could be. Kind of Twin Falls, Idaho. Looks like a mall over there. Quite interesting. Again, I'm in the Northeast, so we don't see things like this. We see rivers and stuff. It's like wide swaths of land like this. So follow the Snake River like they did all those days ago.
Send maintain 4,000.
Give you a little view of the electronic flight bag, so you can see where we're going. We're going to give a landing at Glenns Ferry, and then we're going to go direct to Parma, call it a day. I'll let you know why we're going to Parma in a little bit. Got some power plants, towers, livestock pens, if we see those. We have a wind farm coming up.
American 452, turn on heading 360.
360, American 452.
That's Filer, Idaho. Yeah, I used to think Idaho wasn't that exciting to fly in, but it's actually pretty nice. Helps to have the purpose, though.
Air 4379, contact tower on 8.5. Full tower 189, meter 43.
Huey.
Report 2, send maintain 2,100, report field site 10 o'clock, 10 miles. 2,100 feet, field site.
That might be some real traffic out there. Let's look up those numbers. So November 5465 November. See what they're doing. Oh, yep. See all of this together. Looks like maybe a 172. 182, excuse me. And that did land at Buell Municipal, which is right. A little south of where we are. It's going to be out here. Over there. So, traffic's a little delayed, but it's there. They're flying in. Have they landed yet? Looks like they landed already at 11:48 Mountain Daylight Time. So what does that make it? That makes it 2:48, almost 20 minutes.
American 452. Good night.
But hey, at least it pumped something in. And then November 225 Mike. That was also a Cessna Skylane. And same thing, so they must have been flying together. He's going to Buell as well. So that kind of cool to see the real world weather pumped in again, even if it is a little delayed. So.
Good evening, FedEx 787, 6,000 feet, and 210
Buell will be right off on our left here, so that's where they landed. Somewhere out there. Fuel. Right. Yeah, there for a little bit.
787 Heavy, 718, 4,000. 4,000, 787 Heavy.
Pretty cool to see that. We have another real old aircraft, November 294, November Golf, I think. Let's see what that one's doing. November 294 Golf. November Golf. Excuse me. That is a Pilatus AC-12. And it's flying to Kilo Sierra for November. Out of Novato, California, so they flew for a while. They're actually en route still. So that aircraft right there is from California going to wherever that is. We have to figure that out in a second. Sun Valley. Pretty cool. It's kind of cool that they have rural traffic in this. Should be at our destination in about 19 minutes. Again, following along the Snake River. These two guys already landed in real life, but this one is not there yet.
With you, 6,000,
big river valley.
Speed 190. Next 615, so let's retract.
You can even see it says the 182 on it. See if I can get it down a little dangerously except the drone came out. See if we can just creep up on that 182. I believe I have
787 Heavy, contact tower 18.5. 18.5 for the tower, finish 787, good night, sir.
Yeah, looks like a 182. Cool. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. How cool is that? Real world traffic, everybody. Alright, turning back. There's us in the world. Yeah, ever since Source Update 3, that little drone button gets a little touchy. It doesn't always go right back. It goes fast, like in and out. So that's that 182 we just looked at. You see? Oof, excuse me.
658 turning 180, then maintain 2,100.
Still looks a little grainy on the image here. Wish they brought back high definition. It's still kind of loading, I think, too. So this is blurry, but that's not. So. That airport is just south of us, and it's actually coming up on my ADS-B. Do you see the green flags there? So it does take the imported rural traffic and put it through ADS-B on my rural flags. That is cool to see. I think it's supposed to do VATSIM traffic too. Doesn't always do that. And it will not do multiplayer server traffic though. So if you're like East server, it won't show you on there. But everything else it will. Imported traffic and VATSIM traffic. So maybe they'll improve that over time too. I didn't check the newest update stream for 2024. Hoping things are going to get better, because I will say this out now, this is flyable with certain aircraft. Certain aircraft are not updated and fully functioning, but this Piper Warrior, the only problem I really have with it is the autopilot. It just doesn't connect very well. So JustFlight has to get on that. Would love for the PMDG to come up with 737 already for 2024, because I haven't crashed the desktop all the time in 2020. And the only reason why I have 2020 installed still is because of that, because honestly, everything else I kind of just do on 2024. So, but waiting for that traffic, weather, out of Gooding Municipal, and I'm not hearing anything, so let's double check that. 124175 seems to be what it is. We'll see if it comes in or not. travel all this way just to have to cross this river up ahead. And if you play the Oregon Trail video game, if you will, the Apple IIe and stuff, not the newest one. I kind of want to get the newest one now, but I'm waiting for it to go on sale because that's not a game that I'd be like, oh man, gotta have it, you know, it's a simulator. But it would be kind of cool to try it out. Maybe even on stream. I mean, I'm playing a lot of RimWorld outside of flightsim here and there. For the most part, I had to work on my Viking Stream scene and also touched up some history for this one and all that stuff. There's a fish hatchery beneath us somewhere over here. Might even be this thing right here. It's supposed to be microwave towers off on the left somewhere. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. You do see the wind farm start coming in here. There you go. That's also essential. There's a power plant over here somewhere. And then you have Hagerman, Idaho. Yeah, off our right. That might be the power plant over there. You think they would take advantage of the river? Maybe do water. A lot of Riverville traffic coming out, huh? November 140, Romeo Delta. Where they're going.
5568, keep turning south.
Your turn now. Go where we left off. That is a Piper Navajo. Yep, that makes sense. And they are actually going to Rocky Mountain Metropolitan, coming out of Portland Hillsboro. So that's what it says right there. It's about a 4.5, almost 5-hour flight. Owned by a private company, Mark Incorporated. I don't know what that is, but that's what we're seeing. Then you have your airline traffic. United Airlines 22. Gotta take off the tab a little bit so you can see some receiving. Snake River, following for a long time now. Our airport is out ahead. Glenns Ferry out there.
2899, maintain 3000. Maintain 3000.
I think it's Hagerman, but it could be Hagerman. Hagerman, Idaho. Right there. Stop. Power plant might be more up here, actually. Or there. I don't think you can see that. Maybe up here. Yeah, I'm shaking. There you go. Alright, you can't see it. Glenns Ferry coming up, where the Oregon Trail people had to cross over the Snake River with the wagons. Turbine farm.
29978360, report field site 9 o'clock, 10.
Okay, get one of those again. Be right back. Auto take over.
Direct 2899 square base, final, clear this quick, 7 right. Traffic in, we got traffic on the gas. Square the base, the final, there's some visual.
Come back. Sorry about that. This will be our second landing, and then we have one more to go, and then we will save the Oregon Trail for another day. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I got some biking miles in after this week. Cycle Challenge fundraiser that you can see in the upper left. So we'll get it done. It's just a matter of getting it done. First we must fly.
American 2899, contact tower 845. Tower now, 18529.
CBS 183, heavy descend and maintain 3000.
You should point this to Glenns Ferry. That might help give you more distance. We're only 15.8 nautical miles out. We're going to switch over to CTAF, which is 122.9er. And we're going to announce our position and do all that stuff. So that's what we're doing next. Come on. Must move faster. Must move faster.
9er uniform Mike, maintain VFR at below 3,500.
Alright, we're going to switch over to destination Unicom. Glenns Ferry traffic, where is your Foxtrot 15 nautical miles to the southeast. I forgot to check out where I'm going with this because I didn't hear any weather. So let's go to Sky Vector. Get some weather here. Gooding says variable F4. Alright, I know where I'm going now. So Glenns Ferry traffic, where is your Foxtrot 14 nautical miles to the southeast. Gonna enter an extended final for runway 26, Glenns Ferry. Okay, pattern altitude's about 3,500. We gotta get this down. So let's do that now. Like big time. Now I'll have Nelson announce the descent after. Slow this down. 2,100 RPMs.
8.5 miles to the south at 4,500 down.
Going down to 3,500. And also vertical speed, we'll make that go down to 7. Well, right, and that's why we slowed it down before we did any of that.
Traffic stock 5 uniform. 5.
Might have to descend faster than that. I wasn't paying attention because my electron flight pack was in a different place. But we're okay. We'll make it down. Snow. So the Snake River is going to come around this way, and they had to cross over here somewhere. But the park, they made a park out of where the crossing was with the 3 islands. We'll take a look at that with the drone cam and stuff. The ironic thing is we're going to be in the other side of the river over here where they had to cross it. So they went from there to the north, and it was very dangerous back then. So we should make great things happen. All right, Allison announced a descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Not that far up there, so we gotta get down.
Traffic, Delta Train 711, Vic, Papa is taxiing out of the stand craft around.
Also, we'll switch to heading mode here, so let's do that. To the north to intercept extended flight. If we have to, we'll swing back out. I would have started my descent earlier if I knew.
Traffic, Hot 5, uniform, turning left across, left runway,
So see the Snake River comes winding around. What else do it? 360. Let's do it. Let's do it 360. That's what I said. Give us a little bit of time here. A little bit more time. Oh, Kendo! Kendo with a raid! Party of 28. Welcome, sir. Congratulations on your new house, by the way. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Whoop. We're doing a 360 to lose some altitude here before we land it. Glenns Ferry. Thanks to Blue Tech 07 for following. We've been doing a flight series on the Oregon Trail here. But my electronic flight bag was looking ahead too far, and I didn't do my descent.
07 is now following Eric Flight on Twitch.
Trying to lose some altitude here. We're in Idaho. We're about to land at Glenns Ferry because there was the Snake River crossing on the Oregon Trail here. And yeah, this was very dangerous for them back then, but we're following the Oregon Trail. The series of flights, we're almost done. We're going to be near the Oregon border by the time we end today, so buckle up and stay tuned, everybody. Sweet Freedom, welcome to the broadcast. And even though Ukando got a shout out, let's give him another one, shall we? Shout out to Ukando. Thanks, man, for coming on out. Appreciate you, sir. And again, congratulations on the new house. I'm sure you're having your hands full. I think you moved in already. I'm not sure, but I knew that you were moving to a new house. So but we're gonna do landing on runway 26 here. We're gonna set up an extended final. As you can see, when I show you my electronic flight bag. Now that we're at 6,000 feet, I feel a little bit better. We're gonna reach it a little bit here. Yeah, we were good, so we're gonna leave it there. But this was the place where Snakes River Crossing was. I won't take the drone cam out. We'll be doing the historical thing. I have some information for you. Not overwhelming. It's not a history class, but gives you some reflection on why we're landing here.
Runway 20 downwind departure to the north.
And things will get a little bit better. We're still high, even with that 360, but we'll get it going on, even if I have to slow it down. Glenns Ferry, Idaho. We're right out there. The ironic thing, we're landing on the other side where they would have had to cross their wagons and like almost brave the swift river, if you will. A lot of things were lost along this river, so you'll pump on it this time. Strobe landing. Okay. Alright, how about fuel? We're on the right. Let's go on the left. Leave it there. 5,000 feet. That altitude's about 3,500, but we still have time. And we're going to announce on VATSIM because we are flying VATSIM when it's on. So, Glenns Ferry traffic, where is it? Foxtrot. 6 nautical miles, almost out in the extended final for 026 full stop Glenns Ferry. Very cool. And welcome everyone. Thanks for rating me. And welcome aboard. So we've got one more leg on this flight for today. Been at it for 2.5 hours. I'm surprised. I thought it'd be like 2 hours, but we're pushing a little bit. And why not? Because flying's fun, you know? Okay, not quite seeing the airport yet. We need to slow down. So let's get the carpet on. Back to 1,800 RPMs. Watch out for these hills, because it's a little low here. Might take it El Manuel in a second. We're still okay. Airport should be that way. Alright, let's take it El Manuel. I'm Manuel. Headache! Just being funny.
West.
Trim it up just a little bit. It's going to do that because I came off the autopilot. This is the Pipe of Water by JustFlight. It works decent. 2024. The autopilot's the worst part of it. Still has little errors here and there. There's the airfield, so we see it. Yay! But yeah, ironically, we're already going to be across the Snake River, whereas they had to, you know, risk their lives, livestock, supplies being swept down the river. But we're just going to overfly it. Just go land here. Be fine.
On the departure leg, runway 20.
Okay, tablet off so you can see what I'm looking at. Airfield right in front of us. And we're at 18. We'll put 10 degrees of flaps in. Keep this thing going. Trim up slightly. Tobii eye tracker on. I'm going to recenter it. And here we go. Glenns Ferry traffic, Warrior Zero Foxtrot. We're about 3 nautical miles out. Extended final, runway 26, full stop, Glenns Ferry. I think there's a little wind off my right. That's what I'm kind of seeing with my eyes here. Can't really feel it. In real life, you can kind of feel things after a while. Okay, no, what's that feel?
We are at 3.
Ironically, we're crossing. I just find it very ironic that we're just, hey, crossing over the river that everyone else had to, you know, worry about their life on. It's all good. And I think this might be the crossing, but we'll take a look at it after, okay? Alright, another thing of flaps, back to 15-ish. This thing's a little underpowered, if you ask me, compared to real life. The Warrior, and it also dips down a lot more than real life when you put in flaps. But we don't want it to be too slow. I want to be about 70, 75 right now. 70's okay. That might be the 3 rivers, right? I mean the 3 islands, but we'll discuss that because this might be it right over here now that I look at it. We'll talk about it in a second. Let me just land this thing first. Jesus, Eric. Now see we're turning off to the right at some point, or back taxi. Okay. Full flaps. Glenns Ferry traffic, Warrior Zero Foxtrot final, runway 26 full stop, Glenns Ferry. Right, new computer, everybody. It's been working out really great compared to my i9. Okay, throttle slowly going out, and let's land this thing, shall we? Not exactly bush flying like Ocando does.
Traffic clear, jet 31.
Still not.
4.5 mile left
a little too much here, but there we go. All right, looks like we're back taxiing. I also picked the tailwind runway, but it wasn't that bad from what I was seeing. Oh, trying to do aerodynamic braking and it's picking up the nose unlike real life.
Going around on runway 20.
Turning around here. Glenns Ferry traffic. Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot along with Klasky Vlastro. Thanks for coming on the East server and flying with us. Please do feel free to fly with us. We got one more leg to go here. We're gonna back taxi. So Glenns Ferry traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, back taxi, runway 26 to the apron, Glenns Ferry. All right, carb heat off, flaps up.
Traffic, Global Express, November 228 Sierra,
supposed to be trim set for takeoff, which is way easier in real life. I'm gonna turn the KPIH tracker off for a second. I'm gonna slow this thing down so I don't bury off the runway too much when I go check my trim. Okay, looking up really fast. Hey, that wasn't bad, because usually I'm running off the runway at that point. All right, and we're gonna taxi to the apron.
Traffic, Global Express, November 228
Pretty cool.
Sierra,
Then we're gonna show you the historical significance of this stop on the Oregon Trail. Enriching the mixture enough, because we're going to depart from here after, and then we don't have to mess with the mixture. That's very cool. KPIH tracker on, centered. I'm going to pull in right here. We will refill, but let's do the Oregon Trail thing first. Again, East server, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Feel free to join us. We're going to do one more near Boise, Idaho. One more leg. Might be short. And there we go. Alright, parking brake on. KPIH tracker off. We're at about 1,000. Let's go to our checklist. Turn this thing off. You can't see anything, so let me put that on there for you. Flaps up, carb heat off, fuel pump off. Strobes have to stay on because that's my anti-collision. Everything else off. Taxi light, pitot heat off, make sure trim set for takeoff. We already did that. ELT verify silent. Avionics going off. And mixture full lead. Mags off. Master off. Anti-collision off. Parking brake on. Okay, so we're going to remove that tablet. But let's learn why we're here on the Oregon Trail, everyone. And I have some graphics for you, so here we go. So, at Glenns Ferry, Idaho, pioneers faced one of the most perilous challenges of the Oregon Trail, the Snake River crossing. Most emigrants use the nearby 3-island crossing, where they can move from island to island to lessen the distance through the swift, deep current. Even so, the risk was great. Wagons overturned, livestock drowned, and precious supplies were swept away. For many families, this crossing became one of the most unforgettable and dangerous moments of their entire journey. So let's go check out the Snake River crossing. I did have it marked. I did research this. Give me one sec. I gotta get to Glenns Ferry here. My Google map is not to Glenns Ferry. Glenns Ferry, where are you? There we go. Oh no, that's not it. So, there we go. So now, this crossing is a park, and it's right across the Snake River. It's right near the, oh, there it is. It's like right near the airport. So let's see if the drone came up. I'm gonna turn off the following on the mode there, because sometimes that causes elevation issues. And here is Glens Falls. I have to disconnect from that sim so that we don't get in trouble, just in case. Oh crap, I pushed the wrong button. Alright, let's do that again. Glenns Ferry, everybody. And believe it or not, this airport is right near the crossing there. So, right here, right near the airport. That's the airport. Right here is where they crossed. And these must be the islands they were talking about. Because, actually, I'm sorry. These are the islands they were talking about. So they would actually ferry across this river right around here to get to the northern part of it, which is amazing. And I can only imagine that some people died doing this. So, but this is the park that they have, and they actually have like a Snake River ferry boat. They have a trail history and education center right here. So you land here in real life, you're gonna be right near where that happened. So either they crossed here and those are the islands they're talking about, or I'm thinking it's these islands, because they would cross there, take a break, cross again. There were no bridges. All they had to do was build a bridge. If someone capitalized on that, that's the Wild West, I guess. But here's the Oregon Trail Educational Center, and in a little bit of irony, they have a ferry boat over here. So I don't quite know what that building is, but it says Snake River Ferry Boat on Google Maps. And that was, actually that looks like it's right there. That's the ferry boat that goes across. So, very interesting and very historical and cool. But anyways, we're gonna switch our to our last leg today, and we are now going to Parma, Idaho, where there was Fort Boise back in the day, which was another fort that they went to after this, after getting through Snake River crossing here. And boy, that must have been one hell of, I mean, you have a wagon with ox, okay, and you got to cross this river here. And it's rapids. It's like it's a good current and everything. So God only knows what you could find in these waters if you dove there. Maybe you'd find like some remnants of the 1800s of the Oregon Trail. But all right, we're gonna return back. We're gonna get back on the plane. We're gonna fuel it up, and we're gonna go to Parma, Idaho. Should be relatively uneventful flight. We have the Boise class Charlie though, so let me get my altitude right now. Let's do 8,500. There's also a restricted area. If we do 8,500, we're above the Charlie, as you can see right there. And again, they would continue on to the northern bank of the Snake River and go up to around Parma, which is on the border of Idaho and Oregon. And I'll show you where the Fort Boise used to be. They abandoned it. It's basically something that's underwater because it basically got wiped out by floods and stuff and Native American attacks. But all right, let's return to the aircraft and do this. And let's see. Kladsky, wait for me, bud. I'm coming out, but we're going to Parma. All right. Okay. Well, I'll meet you there. You actually you're in the what do you call that? Well, I have it because I see your aircraft. But all right. Anyways, I'll take off from the pipe. Okay, so I'm gonna fill the plane. This lady's been holding rounds for a while, so it might be good to get out of here. Give her a break. pull fuel wherever I leave, just like real life if I can make it happen. Good. All right, start. Seat track, back lock, avionics off, autopilot off, carb heat off, throttle slight. It is. Brakes, master beacon on, anti-collision lights on, fuel pump on, full rich mixture. Prime, we're not going to do because we just landed here a couple minutes ago. Max to start. All right, I'm going to lean this out a little bit. Clear prop. Here we go. There we go. Per locker kit. Back to 1,000. Oil pressure is good. Fuel pressure is good. Lights as required. Make sure the nav lights on this time. Alright, seatbelt harnesses, heat vent, defrost. It's about 80 degrees here. I'm turning the heat off now. There we go. Avionics on. ATIS. Never did get an ATIS. But it's on standby. We just can't hear anything, so we're just going to go with it. And we're probably going to depart the same way we came in. Because the windsock, yeah, it's kind of saying that, so we might go that way. But alright. Checklist. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure's holding. Okay, ATIS altimeter. We should be good because I set that earlier. About 3,000. If you don't know, what you do is you look at the field elevation, which just says it's 2,536. So actually that is wrong. Let's go this way. 530. Right about there. And that's field elevation, and then you can see what the pressure is supposed to be. It's about 2.9 or 902, which I don't know if that's real or not, but you want that to say the field altitude. That's basically what you want. Then we're going direct to Parma, 50 Sierra. And this is it. It's the last leg for today. Thank you for coming out, everybody. Thank you to Okano for the raid. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate you. Haven't seen your stream in a while, but it's just me. It's not you. I've just been busy. But I do try to tune in. So, don't rush as a real world pilot. That's why I'm used to doing this. Transponder on squawk. ADSB's on. We'll test the radio. Going to connect the VAT sim this time. I'm going to get some chatter on. They file a flight plan because they
Uniform 76 traffic, cap underscore in 1017, taking off runway 10, departing straight out, uniform 76 traffic.
Well, that's uniform 76, we must have the same CTAF. Alright, uniform 89er, 122.8. Alright, we're gonna taxi to runway. Not Soda Springs, where we were at Soda Springs. Nope, not Parma. God, why can't I remember these things? Uniform 89er, thank you. Alright, we're going to depart runway 8, because that seems to be the way to go. So, runway 8 is the left pattern, and we should be good. Alright, we're going to take a turn to the left to go down, taxi back taxi on that runway, do all that wonderful stuff. Parking brake off, here we go. Don't hit the fuel nor the lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Just saying. Alright, good. I'm going to depart. Just do a quick run up towards the grass here. I think that we can do it really quick before we get to the runway. Don't seem to be any lines here. Typical Pioneer fashion. Okay, parking brake on, do a run up. Make sure the engine's running right. And I know that not everyone does this on the sim, but I'm doing it. Brakes set. Fuel proper tank, we're good. Trim set for takeoff. You might want to see this. If I'm going to do it, you're going to see it. Trim set for takeoff. Wheels working fine. Well, I just had my flaps go up. I don't know why, because I didn't touch them. Okay. Flight controls. The box. Free and correct. And that's your lights right here. Those are working. Sorry about my yoke. It does that. I don't know why. Instruments. Turn corners in the middle. No flag. Heading corner should be about where it is. Vertical speed is good. Right. Altimeter is good. Horizon is good. Airspeed is good. Mixture best power. We're about halfway because we're in higher elevation. Primer in and locked. We pull on that. There's a little tab that locks in there. 2,000 RPMs. This is how I keep fresh when I can't fly in real life. I'm just saying. So thank you for humoring me on this. All right. Leave the mixture out. Make sure we got enough. Oh, actually, we're pretty good. All right, right magneto. Back to both. Left. Back to both. We're looking to see that that doesn't drop more than 100-ish. It depends on the aircraft. So, all right, carb heat on. Now it should drop the carb heat. We're gonna check out our suction. Good. Alternation charging. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure, oil temper in the green. We're gonna idle. Klasky, if you want to take off, but I'll meet you up there. I appreciate your flag with me. Back to 1,000. Right, there's a problem. Take off from mechanical windshield wise, and there's enough available to runway ahead of us. We'll abort takeoff land directly on the runway. If we are under, let's say, 3,200 in this problem, mechanical windshield wise, we'll land directly. Have no 130-degree turns, best glide speed 73. If we're above above 3,200 in this problem, mechanical windshield wise, take a turn to the right and land downwind on the taxiway, the grass and runway, whatever's available to us, best glide speed 73. Rotate at 55, climb at 79. Fuel pump on, landing light on. Strobes are already on. And we're good to go. Alright, so I'm going to announce on sim where I'm at and what I'm doing. So, okay, Glenns Ferry traffic. Where is Echo Foxtrot? We're taking the runway 8 for departure. Departure to the west, Glenns Ferry. Okay, and I got everything done. Yep, I got everything right. Cool, let's do this. And Tobii tracker on, but I looked at the windsock, and even though there's like almost no wind, we're gonna take it from here. We're good to go. Right, carb heat off, thank you. For some reason I always forget that. I don't know why. I don't ever do that in real life. And my flap is down, right? I hate it when my flaps are down. Don't. Hit it when my flaps are down. Can't spell today. There you go.
Well, you don't need that, Private. We're right here
it's
now.
going downhill or something.
Now what is it?
Just say it.
I'm having trouble with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what?
Could have done the run over here, but that's right.
The bleeps. The sweeps.
Right on the banks of the state.
And the creeps.
That's not all he's lost.
All right, heels on the floor. We're looking good. Full throttle. Rotate at 55. Take a turn to the left upon departure. But we feel pretty good. First time ever in the sim on this one. Never been to Idaho in my life. Sorry about the little remnants on the left, but that's a range jet. Rotate. Piper will take some time getting off the ground, so yes, let it go. Let it do its job. Just keep a little back pressure on that yoke. Very good. Now I'm going to start trimming up a little bit to keep it at 79 for best climb. Looking good. To my left, not seeing anything yet, but we're not turning left yet anyways. Glenns Ferry, that was pretty cool. Wouldn't everything while going there, unless I did the Oregon trail flights. All right, trimming up just as we get out here. Okay, thanks to anyone that wants to fly with me. We're just departing on the last leg here. It should take us probably about 40-something minutes or so. Take sure the CTAP with the other airport arrives. Okay, clear on the left. We're going to take a left turn here. Departure. Over the Snake River, ironically, for like a second time. And it was like a highly dreaded move, probably, on the Oregon Trail. One false move and your stuff is gone down the river. So just saying. You'd think they would have built a bridge by now, too. But, all right, the autopilot's wonky in this, so just know that. And we're going to climb to 8.5, but let's get the autopilot going here. Okay. So this doesn't always work, so just let it be. Okay, 293. Actually, we're pretty good there. And we'll see if it locks in. KPIH tracker off, so I don't make people dizzy. It's doing that thing again, see? Go. It takes a couple tries, but it does eventually work. See if that locks in. We're gonna set the altitude to 85. Should straighten out. Auto just work. Might work, might not work. Yeah. We'll see. Third time's a charm if not. But in real life, that would just lock. It's just some problem. That's just the 2024 isn't working. So could be working.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we have Captain Chaos.
Captain Chaos.
Captain Cocktail, what's up? I'm on the East server. And I'm using service update 3. I don't know if that matters. 2024. So, but we just left the Snake River crossing. Literally, they have a ferry boat right over there, and they would cross here on the Oregon Trail. And we just departed out of Uniform 89er. I'm going to show you the map, actually. Here you go. Maybe if you want some time, Uniform 76 would be more your style. It's going to go near there. So, but this is the last leg. We're going to Parma, Idaho. And I have to reduce my vertical speed because it's going to get to stall mode pretty soon. But welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for getting my attention with the captain. So, have some wood farms out here. We have Captain Cocktail in the distance. We had someone else too. How come my button's not working? No. There we go. Oh, there he is. This Kladsky Vlastro flying with us. I think for the Ocando raid. Thank you so much for coming out, by the way. Man, we look good. I want to take a picture. Say cheese. Screenshot. We look good. That's in the Wilga, right? Now that I can actually remember what it is. It's the Wilga. Which makes total sense. We look good. We look good. Captain Cocktails out there in the distance as well. So. Again, what took them, they would be traversing the northern part of the river, I believe now. We're going to be going direct to Parma, or Fort Boise was on the Oregon Trail. So. I know I own the Wilga, so I knew I had it. That's why you look so good on model capture. I've flown it a couple times. See, I buy things and I don't fly them for quite a while. That's what happens. But this JustFlight Warrior, I've loved since the beginning. So, not that I don't like the Wilga. I only have so much time. Captain Cocktail, you're on the distance. So, and anyone else, remember.
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
Anytime. East server.
You can be mine.
Join us. Shall you? Okay, on that sim, had to check that. By the way, let's take a look at our route for today. I didn't think it was going to take 3 hours, but I took my time. So we departed out of Soda Springs, and you can see all these things archived on YouTube, by the way. So if you want to check out the Oregon Trail and sections on flying. Went to Pocatello, landed there. And then Fort Hall, which was on there, was right over here somewhere. No longer there. They have a monument to it, though. Then we followed the Snake River, kind of like the people there on the Oregon Trail. And I did 360 air loose altitude. That's right about where Ocando raided me. And we landed at Glenns Ferry. And now we're going to Parma, 50 Sierra. Which is just north of here. It's right on the border of Oregon and Idaho. That's where Fort Boise was. So, but we'll have to keep an eye out because we do have some Class Charlie airspace coming up. Oh, hello. What's up? You look pretty good in that plane. Looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture through the window too. Cheese. There you go. Post those on my Discord later on sometime. Gotta do like a photo drop of the whole Oregon Trail here. It's been a series of flights. We got about 43 minutes to go. I didn't know I was going to fly this much today, but it's the day to do it. It's the day to do it now. I got to go biking. I might live stream that here too later on. So we're raising money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Raised over $2,800 thanks to the flightsim community. I did a big marathon stream. If you don't know, and if you tuned to me the first time, we do a big marathon stream for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Because I ride in the Great Cycle Challenge, and we raised our all-time high of $2,871. and I have to ride 150 miles this month. Not that I've been slacking. I've had a couple of hip issues, but I'm back to almost fully healthy, and I've done about almost 60 miles already. We're behind a little bit, but I can still get it done, so might be doing that. And I try to live stream now. That stuff, I'm working on that as well, but we did a test the other day. The only issue is that when I live stream, I use my mobile data, so if it's like a really remote place like my neighborhood, some places it goes down, but I have now incorporated a standby screen whenever it does go down, so it's not as boring. It's not a black screen like, where is he? Is he dead? So it's all good. Alright, on our last landing of the day, we will try to do this.
Stick the landing. In this challenge, the pilot will do his best to avoid certain death by keeping the plane on a good flight path with a constant angle descent lined up to center. Good. Stick the landing and don't suck.
And don't suck. It's the worst thing you can do, is sucking. Alright. Glatsky. Oh yeah! Give me some! Yes! 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 That's it. I'm setting the drone cam out. Stay like that. Give me a second. You're getting some cinematography over here. Let's see it. Give it to me. Yes! That's awesome, dude. Alright. Now, I'm not going to keep you on here for half an hour, but you give us some good look there. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the name tag for a second. Take a picture, put you back on. There you go.
Uniform 76 traffic. Cap underscore.
Alright, gotta go VATSIM Unicom 122.8 minutes chatter on there. Probably be approaching by now. We should play chatter, that would help too. A little ambiance. Very cool. Dude, I don't know if you can do that the whole way there, but that'd be quite an amazing feat there. Captain, you're out in the distance there. Very cool. Very cool.
US 2970 head partial radar contact, Papa maintain 10,000.
Captain Cocktail coming your way.
10,000, US 2970 heavy.
And off our left is that Uniform 76 Mountain Home Municipal Airport over there. And Mountain Home, Idaho. Oh! Hello! Wow, we're like basically joining wings there. Mountain Home, Idaho, right over here in front of us. Dude, that's nuts. You got some good formation skills, my friend. This is like Top Gun. Just saying. I'm the Russian pilot, you're the American, I guess. Very cool. Come on everybody. You gotta be entertained. You gotta be.
Are you not entertained?
You have to be.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I am gonna go back to the cockpit to make sure I got my crew settings though. Actually, we're still climbing, and I see the shadow. That'd be a really bad feeling right now in real life. I'm like, what's going on? We're climbing to 8.5. Thanks for the sunscreen and the extra wing. That's awesome, dude.
Freight Runners 591, come and maintain 4,000.
4,000, Freight Runners 591.
Holy shnikes. Get a Polaroid camera. Say cheese. There you go.
Clear to visual approach, runway 17 right.
Go to visual 17 right, thanks, Freight Runners 591.
Yeah, alright. Snake River should be somewhere around here. I kind of lost track. Oh, it's south of us. Snake River's out that way.
And, maintain VFR, squawk 0137.
It's a class Delta somewhere out there. Yeah, Snake River. Looks like it's a little hazy there. As well. 11.85. Dude, that logo looks awesome. I want to get bush flag a little bit. I gotta be honest with you, but I never get enough time to do it. Someday, maybe we'll plan out a whole route just bushcraft sites. Just take them one after another. That's what I'm thinking.
Would you like us to go around to the right?
It's good control there.
Around that restricted area, or are we good to go through?
There you go. What's up? What's up?
4,000 at your present altitude. Proceed on course.
Oh my God, I gotta wait. And that's why I still fly the Microsoft Flight Simulator server even though I'm on that soon. So, just saying. That's it, Unicom Warriors Erica Foxtrot radio check, please, just to see if anyone can hear me. Probably not.
39er, cleared the visual approach, runway 24.
But I just built a new computer, so we won't be getting a new yoke anytime soon. Besides, I don't want to buy another honeycomb. Having pentiometer issues, and also the cable that connects into the throttle body disconnects, but I fixed it with a eraser. Just put a little downward pressure on so the contact points stay there. So that way I can do this, not have any problems. So looking for a new yoke, don't know. There's Captain Cocktail joining on our tail as well. You can join us too. East server. And I just hit cruising altitude, so I have to go back in there and get my cruise settings right here. We're gonna lean out the mixture a little bit more. Actually, a lot more.
Caravan 189
Go.
Alpha Romeo, descend and maintain 3,000.
Speed's building up. Go back to 2,500, but we're about there anyways. I'll have to keep it up there. We got about 40 minutes or so, probably 30-something minutes by the time it gets its speed there. And our ground speed went down just by a little bit, but we're on our way to Parma, everyone. I'll give you the electronic flight bags. We've got to stay out of that restricted airspace to the south. My son is on the front yard doing baseball practice. Cool. Kid batted like 800 over the summer. Kid's amazing. And I don't have to go tell him to go practice. He just does it. Does everything. I love my kid. I love my daughter. I love my son. So just saying. I will go on record to say. Got a pretty good family. We won on that thing. We have a solar farm coming up. It's loading still. I doubt it would look like that in real life for loading, but solar farm right outside of Mount Idaho. Duke Newcomb has done a lot of scenery for Idaho. It's very much a bush pilot like a can do. So, but we had one of his sceneries at Soda Springs and had cows and everything. It was pretty cool to see. So, Gladsky's with us. Captain, I didn't see you. You went somewhere. But... Oh, there you are. Captain Cocktail. Kind of see what are you flying. Taking Dakota. It's a Viper. There's the solar farm. There you go. I think that's Marmaduke design. It's payware now. But I did get it, so kind of like having those little things there. We're on our way to Parma, Idaho, right outside Fort Boise. So, alright, guys, taking a picture here. Say cheese. Posterity saved. Do the flyby. I approve you for flyby. Ghost Rider, you are approved for the flyby. Get that restricted airspace. Not quite what that is. I don't know what that is. But past that, the distance would be distinguished. So they'd be more out there, traveling forth from there. Just getting that one turned into where we're going. And that'd be good. Item. It's as much as I can zoom out. Sorry, I'm trying. Very cool. Alright, gentlemen, let's do this. Captain Cocktail doing circles around us. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the cockpit. Let's get to Parma. Oh, shoot close up. We'll check you with you here. Alright, in front of us, or to the slight left of us, will be some mountains. We have Silver City on top of the mountain range out there. Don't quite know what that is.
2559, you're about 3 miles from Delta, maintain 2,100 full south.
Stick to airspace.
Right
Up here somewhere.
2,100 Delta,
Coming up right outside Boise, Idaho. Boise's probably over here. I think that is Boise. So again. Okay, fuel. Probably want to burn the right now, so fuel pump is still on. Right. And fuel pressure holding. Very good.
330, American 1160.
Kick that back to 2,500. That fast. Give it a little breathing room. I didn't think it was going to be like a 4-hour stream today, but I guess it's going to be. So. Well, a little heavy on the Oregon Trail, didn't you, Eric? Yep. Yep, we did. Saturday, we're allowed to do this. Sorry it's so dark in here. It's like I get all the lights on. It's just that the window in real life is over there, but it kind of gives you more flash.
American 423, 512 for 4,000.
It's not very great. Oops, I just dropped another thing. That's okay. See if I get this going over right here. There we go. A little bit. I don't want to go overdo it or anything. Does that help? It does help a little bit. That blink kind of fell a little bit. There you go.
472, 6,000.
From the left. From the left.
South of 4072, approach Roger. Altimeter is 2998.
So if you just tuned in, we're flying the Oregon Trail slowly through a series of flights here. We've got Gladsky, I can't say your name, Blastro, and also Captain, where'd you go? Captain, my captain. Captain Cocktail out there. This is flying with us on the last leg here. It's Parma, Idaho, just on the border of Oregon and Idaho. It's been pretty cool. Man, that Wilga is pretty big. I didn't think it was that big, but it is. Compared to the Warrior. Well, if you want to fly with us, you can fly with us too on the East server. 2024. We got about half-hour of flying to go. There's an Oasis Air Park over here over our right somewhere. I don't really see it, but it's over there somewhere. Lois. Maybe this? That's all I can think of. It's right off the highway, actually. Somewhere over here. Maybe this is it right here. We're on our way to Parma, Idaho. On the Oregon Trail. Gotta pass through Boise, Idaho. Which is right off right up there. Alright, let's get, does that have an ATIS here? No, probably not. So let's get something around there. Let's get the Boise ATIS. 123.9. That way we have an idea of the winds.
Female 6149, contact Indy Center 126.37.
This is my radio panel.
126.37 for Female 6149.
Yeah, alright. Let's see what we got. It's gotta come in soon. 3076, supply 30. Parma.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 29er C. Dew point proceed. Altimeter 299er 8. Kilo Bravo Oscar India automated weather observation. 2000 Zulu. Wind 307 at 6.
So we're looking for runway 30 at Parma 50 Sierra.
Temperature 29er C.
Then we're gonna end the flying for today. Again, I didn't think I was gonna stream for like almost 4 hours, but I guess we will. Over to guard. If you see my channel, you know what I'm about to do. Guard.
Go on, guard, Whip.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 29er C.
Yeah.
Dew point.
Yeah, airlines flight over there. 737-800 maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Actually, that's the max. Yeah. 737 max right there. Gladsky right there. Holding my hand. Captain Cocktail through the distance. Things are looking good. We're not going to see the Snake River for a little bit. Because it's south of us. Distance there. Get right about there somewhere. More directly. Boise, Idaho, right off the right.
170 to Cardinal, cleared, ILS 35 left for Cardinal, 607.
Good music. In my playlist, I'm trying to grow it to 1,000 songs now, but we're up to like 800 something, so that way it's not repetitive. And it's kind of cool to hear different songs I haven't heard as much come up. So this should be wonderful.
Citation 58 Romeo, cross exit at or above 4,000, cleared ILS runway 35 right approach.
Pegasus at or above 4,000, cleared ILS 35 right approach.
Very cool. 28 minutes out, everybody. Yeah, try to get a good look at Boise, Idaho as we pass it. I think that's the capital. I'm pretty sure that's the capital.
American 1152, you're 4 from Delta, maintain 2,100, still south from all advisory. Put ILS 27 right approach 170 knots, still 5 miles.
Capital, most populous city of the U.S. state of Idaho. Population was 235,685 at the 2020 census. That's what we're seeing there. Man, we are lined up here. It's pretty good. Very good. Captain Cocktail coming in for a flyby. Could happen. Could happen. Could happen. Alright, I'm gonna go to Captain Cocktail for 1 second with the flyby. Very cool. Got some nice mountains back too. What's that? That is the rain spring. I don't know what they are because I can't see a name. Oh, I got a wingtip. Yo, I'm in your plane. I'm in your face. I'm sorry. I'm in your face. Dude, that's a good shot. I never stay still. Nope. I want to get it from your cockpit. I want to get a picture. Hold still. Oh no. No. You can do this. You can do this. That was an awesome shot. No, I can't do it. Okay, I tried. Get the drone cam out. Don't get it going on. Alright, ready? I never even thought about a picture or a screenshot if you were like this. Slow down the drone. Send it. Drone. See your point of view. Stay still. Stay still. I'm getting there. Stay still. Oh, I almost got it. Almost got it. Let me take like 2 more just to make sure I got it. I can do this. I can do this. It's amazing how much the plane goes up and down. Here we go. Back up a little bit. Maybe get pilot avatar in there. Good enough. All right, we got it. Yay. Very cool. Got some shots on that one. Never thought about that as a screenshot, but we'll go with it. Captain Cocktail, I lost you again. Right in front of me, turning around something. Let's do Parma. Oh, you're behind us. Okay. Go for a corkscrew in 3, 2. I do one, but I'm kind of keeping it somewhat realistic to the Oregon Trail here. So. It matters when you have a series of flights because you don't want to like start over and crash it. So. Very cool. All right, nameplate's off. Picture time. Nameplate's on. Very cool. Appreciate you guys flying with me. This is the second stream in a row I've had people fly with me. This is great. Just saying. Enjoy the journey. Good shot. Maybe. Alright. Back to the cockpit. you're from my ride.
423, contact tower 1820.
Got about 24 minutes to go. I haven't heard anything. Well, actually, I did have weather from Boise, and it's pointing to runway 30, so let me put that on there. We'll probably just do a direct in, so we'll deviate a little to the south, direct in from 30 at Parma. But we're about to enter the class Charlie, so you would need two-way communication to go through it, but we're above that because we're at 8,500 feet. And I planned it that way. Boise, Idaho, off our right. I'm going to try setting the drone cam off. This is dangerous because elevation issues once in a while. But we'll do that. Go to Boise. Here we go. We gotta speed up the drone because everyone's leaving me. No! Alright, Boise, Idaho as we pass. So first off, the airport's over here. Turn the tablet off so you can actually see the stuff.
Skywest 4782, turn right heading 240, John 105.
We're heading 240, John 105, Skywest 4782.
But it's over here. It's still gonna load some scenery. And I can't remember what scenery this is, but let me see what it is. It is Vertical Simulations, Boise, Idaho. So that's what you're seeing right here.
Skywest 4782 over Martin, maintain
International Airport for Boise.
And
they also have some military aircraft there. Where's the main terminal? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Cool. Tons of, I don't know what aircraft that is. What airline that is. QXE. Not sure. SkyWest, United Airlines. Pretty cool. Downtown Boise. Not really seeing it. Don't know really where it is, so we'll just fly around a little bit. I'm not seeing like skyscrapers or anything. That kind of makes sense in a little way. This is a stadium. Somewhere over here.
Reduce your speed to 170, then it's going to maintain 3,000.
170 down to 3,000,
If anyone lives in Boise, let me know if there's like a downtown. It doesn't look like there's a huge skyscraper thing or anything, but it is a stretched out city, if you will. So, and your airport looks pretty good. Get vertical simulations. Boise, Idaho.
Bridge 4714, just going to maintain 3,000.
10,3,000, 47.
I wonder if they modeled the terminal. This would have been a no-go on my i9 9900K. Seeing I got the AMD now. Kind of works. I don't think there is an inside, but we can see. I'm just going to slow down the drone. And let's see if there's an inside. Oh, there is actually. Look at that, everyone. Boise, Idaho.
010 heading 47.6.
Wow. The Southwest airliner over there. Very cool. Might go a little faster so I get back to my flight after on the terminal. And Skybridge. That's about it. Pretty well modeled. Alright, let's return to our aircraft. As we are flying just south of Boise, Idaho. That's that airport we were just at. Yeah, I hope I didn't lose anybody. Oh, there you are, Captain Cocktail. And you stayed. You look like a dog that wants its belly pet. That's what you look like. You look like a little puppy dog. You just want to like have its belly rubbed. However weird that might be, I'm gonna go with it. Very cool. Boise, Idaho, one last look. Gladsky wants a hug. Captain Cocktail, right there. Looking pretty good. Alright, back to the cockpit. But I couldn't do that with the i9900K computer build I had before, because they'd be like, flip it out, going, too much is loading. Your graphics card's overloaded. And ironic, because my graphics card's the same one, so it's definitely my CPU that was limiting everything. And the 3090's still kicking. We love a 5090. We're not quite ready for that yet. Pay off everything first. I have half the computer paid off already. Klasky! And we'll get up near Parma, so it's gonna happen. gonna see Lake Lowell right here, and then just a little bit further is Parma out there. Pattern altitude, so I don't mess up my thing, is about 3,200 feet, and it's a right pattern for 1-2, but we're not gonna worry about that because we're gonna be doing a direct in for 3-0. Did everyone get that? How do I know that? So when I look at the sectional, that's where we're landing. Parma, 50 Sierra. See that 2228? Just to teach you a little something. That's the field altitude. So we want to be about 1,000 feet above that when we're getting in there. L, I think, means it's lit. 27. I don't remember. Oh, 2,700 is the runway length. 122.9 is the CTAF. I have that standby. And the RP12 means it's a right pattern, right traffic pattern for 1-2. So they want you to stay on the left side. I don't know why. Maybe because that little hill there, 2,822 feet. So that's what I'm thinking. But that's how you read that stuff. That's why Ocando and I became pilots. We do stuff like that. And by practicing on the sim, it keeps it sharp. That's why I do it. Also for oh my God! Look at that. That looks really nice. Really nice graphics just south of Boise. And we'll take a picture of Boise as we pass. Another one. Another one. And no kidding. Man, pretty scenic around here. That might be the main downtown over there. So I don't know. Let's go take a look one more time just to see if we see any big buildings like downtown. But that might not be.
1998 clear vision approach runway 27 right.
No, elevation would be fine. Let's see if we got anything here. Now, see, I don't think Boise would have been this big back in the Oregon Trail days, but I thought this might be downtown because I saw things, but I guess not. It doesn't really have like a big skyscraper place. I might be right on that. Let me know in chat if I'm not right on that. But in Boise, Idaho. International. It's a little hazy down there. And Parma's out in the distance, so. Which is where we're heading. There's some aircraft there. Looks at Nampa Municipal. Kilo Mike Alpha November. All that traffic down there. Again, they're pumping all that live traffic in, so we can see what these aircraft are in real life. November 986 Wu-Tang, no kidding. Whiskey uniform in real life. That's what you're seeing right in front of us. That is Silverhawk Aviation Academy. It says the Skyhawk 172, and it just says it's at Caldwell Executive, so it must have landed at Nampa. Okay, November 844 Delta Tango. We'll see what that is. That is Robinson R44 from Silverhawk Aviation, and that also came from Caldwell Executive, Kilo Echo Uniform Lima. So yeah, that wasn't much of a flight. Unless that is at Caldwell. So that's actually at Caldwell. Oh my God, I can't talk. Caldwell. We'll call it Caldwell Executive. So they're actually on the ground at Caldwell. Pretty cool to see that. Then there's another one, November 404. 7 November. It's just disappeared. Nope, no, it's back. That's also Robinson from Silverhawk. So they're all on the ground there. That's actually near a helicopter. So that's what you see down there. Okay, I don't know if you can see that traffic, but I'm going to look at it really fast because we have to plan our descent and stuff pretty soon. Let's see. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can see any helicopter traffic. Oh, I see what it is. This is Nampa Municipal right there. And then literally the helicopters are Caldwell, which is out here. No way I could do this on my own computer because it'd be like stuttering loading stuff in. That looks to be a helicopter. Just saying.
240, runway sec, 4701.
It's not really animated, but it could be loading still, so we don't know. Well, at least it looks like a helicopter. That's what matters, you know. There's a bunch of traffic down there. Probably a flight school, or academy of flight school.
We got 4701 clear vision, approximately 27 right, maintain
Another helicopter.
Radar, call 5 mile final.
Pretty cool to see. You might see it.
Alright, we're gonna do 240
there it is.
heading, and clear vision
So yeah,
runway
it's the
27
real
right,
traffic and
28, so
it's
5
pretty cool
miles.
to see.
4701.
Alright, turning back to my aircraft. We're gonna get ready to land in Parma. So, we're about 24.5 nautical miles out. Staying on the CTAF for now, but we're gonna start our descent down to 3,300. So let's get that going on. Oh, indicated airspeed. What? 3,300. This will be our final landing of the day. Just getting my autopilot down to 3,300.
Bring up 4701, contact Hotel 18.5, good night.
Kick this back to 2,100 RPMs. As we are making our descent in from Parma. Allison, please announce the descent. Did it go through? It didn't go through. Let's try it one more time. Could be on cooldown still.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
Are they?
Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Alright, we're also going to go to heading mode. Head a little bit more to south here. So that way we can line up for a direct final, or extended final, excuse me, for runway 30.
805, just to maintain 4,000.
4,000.
That is Nampa Municipal Kilo Mike Alpha November. Bladsky's back there, Captain Cocktail. Hope you guys will join me on this landing here. We're doing our descent. Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. You guys look good up there.
340.
Heading 340, American 1552.
Alright, fuel. How are we looking? We're on the right. Yeah, there's a little bit more on the left there. Let's do a switch. Fuel pump on, left. Fuel pump off. And fuel pressure on. Alright, and then after we land at Parma, we'll talk about why this was an important stop on the Oregon Trail. And then we're going to call it a day, and we'll pick it up. It's probably about one, if I really push it, one flight left. If I don't push it, it's going to be two. So, and I'm going to research everything just one more time, just to make sure I got it. But I'm pretty sure I did, because I took my time. That's Lake Lowell over there. I don't know what these things are coming out of that thing. Trees. There's trees in the water. Okay, we'll go with it. That's obviously a glitch of some sort. They really in the water? They are. Uh-oh! We're glitching! However, the graphics don't work anymore, so I'm sorry. I have to upload them again. Change the programming. Sorry, they used to have like a big matrix thing on us, but we have a glitch. Trees in the water. Bad. That's the glitch, so I'll just show you the glitch. Sorry about that. I'll get that matrix there. And I see that we're serving cocktails on your flight. Great. Alright. Anywho, you guys with me. I saw Klasky behind me. Captain off there. And let's land in Parma. And I don't mean the cheese. It sounds like Parmesan. Airfield, still about 17 nautical miles out. I'm going to switch over to CTAF in just like a minute or two. And then we're going to be good to go. Hey, you know what? You do you, man. You do you. And if you keep coming in on the stream here, I'm gonna have to get your own sound. Kind of like Jeffrey B. See, like Jeffrey B has a good sound to announce himself by. And let's see if it pops up.
It's one of two things.
There you go.
Under education or over inebriation.
I'm just saying. But I like his sound, and he chose it himself. So Keep flying with me. You know what? Just go to my Discord. Join my Discord and ask for a sound and we'll get you one. If you have an idea for like a sound we can introduce you with whenever you come to the stream. So, Jeffrey B., fellow member of the Virtual Safe Flying Club. He's got a good channel and very supportive of all our efforts here. But also got to meet him in person finally at FS Expo this past June, so that was cool too. We clicked. Like honestly, we clicked. So we went to karaoke, and after karaoke, I'm like, oh, let's go get one more drink. He's like, oh, this is great. And I was like, yeah, it is great. This is awesome. So, good times. Good times. So, I don't know if I'm going to go to Minneapolis for FS Expo, but if I do, feel free to say hi, okay? Just saying. It was a really cool time to meet everyone that like you knew from like online, but like you saw them on stream, but like you never met them in real life. And Jeffrey actually went to a high school around this area, and I also believe played in his high school band. And I teach band. We had a little connection there, but we're very creative people. He's more of an X-Plane guy. I'm more of a Microsoft Flight Simulator guy. But well, if you do it, if I make it out there, say hi. You know, don't do the awkward thing where like I have no clue what you look like. Just come and say, hey man, I'm that Captain Cocktail, the guy that has cocktails on his way to the runway. So.
Target 805 for left, heading 350.
Very good at being social. When I was young, I never really was the best at being social, but I don't think I'm that bad anymore. It just comes from dealing with people day in and day out for years. But all right, I'm gonna switch over to the CTAF for Parma 122.9 and announce our intentions. Here we go. Ready? Parma traffic, we're 0 Go Foxtrot, we're 13 nautical miles out. We're gonna be doing extended final for runway 30, full stop Parma. And we're looking good, guys, right? We're all ready to land here. Thinking that, oh, Captain Cocktail's down there even earlier. Well, look at that guy. Motivation. Just say it. Motivation. I salute you guys. That's all I'm going to say. I salute you.
Me who are about to die, salute you.
That's it. Alright, let's make this landing good. Should be seeing the runway up in the distance. And again, we'll do the historical significance of Parma. Around it, but it's for Fort Boise, which was a fort back then. But it's flooded, had a problem with Native Americans, and they think that the original site's underwater now, so it kind of tells you. So, oh, okay. Well, that happens. You're still recovering, though. That's what's good.
Yeah, sure, American 805, contact tower 118.5. Have a good night. Good night, see you later.
I wish my electronic flight bag imported you guys as ADSB traffic, but it doesn't. It does everything else. It does like imported real world flights and fat sim, but it doesn't do Microsoft Flight Simulator certain traffic. So if that makes sense. Ugh. Oh, well that sucks. Hey, sacrifices were made. That's all I'm saying. Sacrifices. I wish I had a sound for that. Dude, I gotta get a sound for that. Well, anyways, it could be worse. Because you could do this on the Oregon Trail. You could do that. You know? That was a major killer back then. But anyways, follow me. Because this is what we're doing. Come on, everybody! We're going streaking! To the sky! Bring your headset, Frank! Oh, if you're a fan of old school, you know where I got that from. I just made it aviation inspired. And I'm sorry that you spilled your drink, sir.
Red alert. All hands stand to
just say it. You're gonna need it. Alright, let's make this one of these, and this is the last command I'm going to use for a while because it's getting old.
Another happy landing.
That's what we want. Parma traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot, 8 nautical miles out, extended final runway 30, full stop, Parma. Okay, we're getting down we need to be. I have to enrich the mixture here. That might help. Right about there. So 2100. We are. That's a good cruising descent. Power setting. You memorize the stuff when you fly in real life. It just gets to be second nature. That's why I don't really look at the checklist as much on the landing. You want to double check it, obviously. Captain Cocktail taking the lead. This definitely does look like a valley. Tixie Cot, what's going on? Thank you for joining me on Twitch. Appreciate you watching, sir. Please feel free to hit that follow button. Probably the best way of knowing that I'm streaming, because I don't live on a schedule for streaming because I'm family man and don't get a constant schedule to follow. That makes sense. That didn't make sense. Oh, cool. Well, thank you. I have no clue what that command was, but I'm glad you follow. Awesome. I guess I'm going to have to find, I follow you on Twitch command or something like that. So I will think about that one as well. I'll write this stuff down later.
340 by field site.
So let me write that down. Followage. Followage command. I'll make one. I'll also get that Twitch thing to work too. Sorry, I mean the Matrix thing to work. Stream elements got weird and I had to like move stuff over. I guess maybe I typed it in wrong or something. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry, I forget things. I'm old. I'm getting old. Alright, we're 5 nautical miles out. And I still don't see the runway, but I know I'm getting there because the magenta on my electronic flight bag. I kind of remember the name now. I'm going to be honest with you. I remember your name. So, it's me. It's not you. But this is that Bijan Studio Seasons Enhanced that has better trees. So. Oh, really? Alright, well, I'm going to have to check into that, see what that's all about. But I'll make my own. We'll make it good. It's like my lurk command. If you ever want to lurk, type in that. I thought that was pretty creative.
Work well and prosper.
So I'm just saying. Alright, we're on the Oregon Trail flights. We're landing in Parma. I'm about to let you know why when we land there. But we should be seeing the runway coming up. And I'm a little concerned that I'm not seeing the runway. That could be it over there. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, am I a little off? I am. Alright. That is the runway. I'm going El Manuel. I'm landing in Parma. Okay, we're going to carb heat on it. Back to 1800. And think of flaps. That's it. That's the runway. Yay, we found it. Parma traffic, Warrior Zero, Foxtrot, 3 nautical miles out on the final for runway 30, full stop, Parma. Okay, good. So about 1800 RPMs, then you wait for it to get in the white arc, which we're very below that. And then we put the thing of flaps down to 10. The next one in the Warrior is 25 degrees, so we'll do that soon. But typically you want to slow down to 1500 RPMs. Just that this is a little underpowered compared to real life, just a little bit. It's still the closest representation you're gonna get. So 75's not bad. Should be more like 80, 85 right now. But just gotta keep an eye on that airspeed. Alright, back to 15-ish. Flaps 25 degrees. Yeah, we're heading for that runway. Parma traffic, Warrior Zero, Foxtrot, runway 30, final. Full stop, Parma. I would never fly here, ever in the sim. Never been to Idaho in real life. And we're right on the border of Idaho and Oregon, so. Which at least I know I say Oregon, only because I met some people from Oregon. I used to say Oregon. They're like, no, it's Oregon. Well, I'm sorry. 70 is a good approach speed. Should be about 65 as we're landing, or you know, pull the throttle out. Okay, full flaps. We're at 40. I think it's 40. Could be 30. Can't remember. Now it's all about airspeed here as we get down here. Parma traffic, Warrior Zero, Foxtrot, final runway 30, full stop. Parma. It's good.
3000.
Right, that's 65 knots in. Yes.
15, 66, 718, 4000.
And that windsock is lit. I said it. I'm not taking it back, because that's what it is. It's your dirty minds if you're going to think of it differently. Wow, we got some stuff. The throttle's been out, by the way.
Cessna November 4427 Romeo, 1 miles west, 2600 inbound to land, runway 2.
Yeah, a little hard.
Traffic.
I still got down. I'm not a big fan of photographs of trees. And Toby, I track her on so I can turn my head and do this and look at those terrible trees off the left. Alright, slowing it down. They don't believe in, they have a hold short line, but this is maybe default. There you go. Klosky's down. Captain, I'm going to try to get you in here in a second. I'm going to try to get over here. I'm going to see you guys land first, then we're going to do the historical component of this whole flight. Oh, Captain, did you miss the runway? No. Okay. Toby, our tracker off. Classic, you're there. Captain, you're somewhere. Let me know when you're coming in for the landing, and I'll try to get you on there. I'm going to shut down my plane. Get that going on. So, check the list. Okay, flaps up. Probably should turn the car beat off. It should be now. It is. Fuel pump off. Never turned it on. Strobes off. I gotta turn off all this except for the strobes. Good. Pitot heat trim set for tick off. Let me know when you're landing so I can get it on stream here. If you are landing. Don't want to force you or anything. Wait. You're doing a flyby? Oh, there you are. You took the other runway. Alright, well, hey, cool. You have no landing gear, though. You have no landing gear. Very cool. You got a little skid mark in my shorts. We also have some verbal traffic here, too. So, but alright, we're going to shut this down, do the history thing. And not enjoying the photogram view. How come the Wilga looks so much higher than the Warrior? It's crazy. Alright, ELT verify silent. I never did check the trim for takeoff, did I? Oh, I did actually. I'm sorry. Better to be safe than sorry. ELT verify silent. Avionics off. Chatter goes off. Okay, all lights except for that. Full lean on the mixture. Okay, mags off. Master off. Lights off. Parking brake on. It is. Okay. And let's learn why we are here, shall we? So, last leg for today. And we're on the Oregon Trail flights, if you didn't know. So, here's why we're here. Built by the Hudson's Bay Company in 1834, Old Fort Boise stood at the junction of the Boise and Snake Rivers. For immigrants on the Oregon Trail, it was an important stop to rest, trade, and gather info or information before the difficult push across the Snake River Plain. Though the post often struggled with flooding and occasional attacks by Native Americans, it offered weary travelers supplies, news from the trail ahead, and a brief sense of safety in an otherwise harsh and uncertain landscape. And we're going to go check out where this thing was, by the way. That's our goal. So let me just get my Google map up here. We're going to send the drone cam out and do that. Give me a second as I get everything situated here. That's Parma, Idaho. Not that far. There is Fort Boise and Riverside Ferry sites. That is where the fort was. So let me just show you where we are and where the map is. So we are somewhere around here. Well, it's over here. Here's Parma. Here's where the fort was. You can see this in Oregon Trail. But here's where the fort was. That's where we're going to go looking at. And, oh, here's the airport. It's right here. Duh. Yeah, it looks pretty good compared to that. We're in default land here. But anyways, we're going to use this map to get there. So let's do that. I'll keep that to the side. Let's get cancel. I said Google Lens pop up. Don't know why. And let's go look at this thing, shall we? Here's the airport. Actually, guys, I got to get a picture of us. Stay right there. I would do my avatar, but I don't feel like doing it. I want to do the historical site first. Cheese. Okay, I took a screenshot. Alright, let's go. So we are right in Parma. Here's where we need to go, you can tell. And they would have followed this river all the way here to find Fort Boise. They think it's underwater now, the original site, but they did put the Fort Boise and Riverside sites over here. Zoom in, I think I'm right on it, but we'll see. It's a little loading. Yeah, alright, so it would have been right over here. Fort Boise. They think that, again, the original site is in water now. So the fort would have been right here outside of Parma. And Oregon is just there. So if they reached this far, they were doing pretty good, you know. That's where the airport was. So that would be where Fort Boise. Oops, you're not seeing anything, already, because I never took the sign off. All right, here's where Fort Boise would be, and I'll circle right here. The airport where we just landed was out there in the distance. So, but no, thank you for coming out to the flight, Captain Cocktail. Thanks to Klodsky and everybody. Just want to get back here. Kladsky, I said Klodsky. I'm sorry, but November 5765 Bravo. I don't know if that's rural traffic or not. I want to thank them if they're not, but let me double check that. I'm pretty sure it's rural traffic. Oops. It just seems a lot of people are flying out here in real life too. That would actually nope. They landed. Yep, that was Cessna Skyline Bravo LLC. So sometimes people form corporations when they own a plane. But they just landed in Parma. They went up for a little bit, didn't land. So, anyways, from Parma, we're gonna call it a day here. You remember to tip your bar and wait your staff well. I am going to rate someone if you're on Twitch. Please push the follow button on Twitch. Follow at least. And if you feel like it, you can even subscribe and help me raise real world funds for flying. That's what I use it for, or flight simming. I do it for both on that. That's how I afford things, real world flying. That's why I'm not flying until November. Just built a new computer. But please do that if you feel so obliged. If not, make sure that you push the follow button there. If you're on YouTube and watching me, push the subscribe button. We got over 1,000, but we're trying to get to 4,000 watch hours in a year. So do me a favor, overnight, just leave my videos running, okay? For the watch time. It would help. I'm being honest. And if you're watching me on Kick, anyone, just follow me on Kick, because Kick seems to be a little slow, but I'm still gonna stream there. So anyways, thank you to Kladsky and also Captain Cocktail. Hope to see you guys in the future. Feel free to join my Discord, tinyurl.com/Eric Flight Discord. All one word, pretty easy to remember. Join that, and I post there and do all my archiving there. Again, best way to make sure you know when I'm streaming is to follow, like these fine gentlemen do out there. And I will see you soon, Eric Flight. Peace out. We got more of the Oregon Trail coming up a little later, but I have to go biking soon to get those 150 miles going, and I'll see you soon. Guys, have a great evening. Eric Flight, peace out. We'll see you.